At a great price? Give us a call at 844-4FASTER and talk to the Extreme Internet Pros today. Speeds may vary and a monthly data usage allowance applies.
College sports fans now have access to hundreds of weekly podcasts that zero in on the college sports world. Now available in the Varsity Podcast Network and part of the new Varsity app. The app is free and available from wherever you get your favorite apps. Download the Varsity app today to have access to hundreds of national podcasts as well as your favorite team-focused podcasts. The Varsity Podcast Network, now available for free on the Varsity app. Download from the App Store and listen today.
Keep my glasses. It's time now for the Hy-Vee Shoot-Around with Coach Lisa Bluter, brought to you by Hy-Vee. Save time and shop online with Hy-Vee Aisles Online. Go to HyVeeAislesOnline.com. And, Coach, before we dive into the Northwestern Wildcats, certainly two great honors for two of your players, Caitlin Clark, arena record 44 points, a Big Ten Player of the Week. She's used to that. But Addie O'Grady, Freshman of the Week with her first career double-double with 14 and 12, did a terrific job off the bench.
Really nice to see those two being recognized. Like you said, Caitlin's kind of used to it, but she also was named to the John Wooden Top 25 watch list. There's only one freshman and like 4 sophomores in the whole country named to that list, so a very prestigious list for sure. And then, Addie O'Grady getting off the bench and getting her double-double. Had career highs in points and in rebounds, and looking forward to more of that in the future.
Yeah, not easy for a true freshman, too. And it seems like when she gets into the game, she's ready to go, tries to score, and just seems pretty comfortable there from the start.
Absolutely. I think she it's funny. I think in the games, she lives for the games, because in games she almost looks more confident than she does in practice. So that's really good to see. I mean, she's I think has very accurate touch around the hoop, and she runs the courts really, really well. So again, we're looking for good things for her, and having Monica and McKenna back today is really good for us. And Monica will be starting for us, and then Addie will be coming off the bench at that position.
We'll be back with more from Coach Bluter after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
The next time you visit Eastern Iowa, check out the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, Bachmeyer Carpet One, Floor & Home, Klosterman Construction, and the Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel, named Iowa Tourism's 2021 Hotel of the Year and awarded the AAA 4 Diamond Award for lodging. To make reservations, visit thehotelatkirkwood.com or call 877-751-5111 for more information.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Check out Bump's Restaurant, located on Melrose Avenue in Iowa City, inside the new Nagel Family Clubhouse at Finkbine Golf Course. We use fresh whole ingredients and scratch cooking in all of our dishes. Come enjoy a blackberry avocado salad, our famous pork tenderloin, or maybe our signature Kinnick burger with a side of our fresh hand-cut french fries. And don't forget to try our legendary Mary and handcrafted cocktails. Reservations are encouraged. Make yours today by calling 319-335-9662. Bump's Restaurant, legendary man, legendary food.
Northwestern Wildcats tonight in the arena. They've been down with COVID issues as well. Haven't played since the 17th of December. But this is a team, Coach, that has a star player in Veronica Burton and plays one of the best zone defenses you're going to find.
Yeah, they really do. They pride themselves on the defense. They're very good at pressing, but then they get into that quarter court, and they are very, very solid. And Veronica Burton, she is the kind of the head of all that. She's the head of the snake, so to speak. She is a person that leads them defensively, but also leads them in scoring, averages 6 assists a game, shoots well from 3, rebounds. I mean, she really does it all. And as a senior, she's been around forever, it seems like. They also start a senior at the center position in Courtney Shaw, who's very athletic and gets nearly 5 offensive rebounds a game.
And Burton, we've seen where she can really get things going, so that's going to be important to know where she is at all times.
It really is, and I'm kind of stressing the team is like, we're probably not going to stop Burton. She's just so good. She's such a good player, but really we just can't have her have a record night. But let's just really focus on the rest of them and containing the rest of them. I think it makes life a little bit easier when we can keep a hold of like Kalia Walsh and Melanie Daly and Jillian Brown. Keep those guys under their numbers.
And have you been continually impressed with your defense as it's come along?
Yeah, I mean, again, it's kind of been a little bit now. We did well against Evansville, but, they weren't as good as what we're going to see in the Big Ten. So there's going to be a little bit of a test tonight with Northwestern, but they're not shooting the ball as well as they have in the past either. Shooting 31% from 3, so kind of like us, kind of struggling from that three-point shot lately, but they're only shooting 39% from the field overall. So we're really stressing boxing out, give them one bad shot, because they're going to miss a lot if you're only shooting 39%.
Well, it'll be nice to get those three-pointers going tonight.
Oh, it'd be nice.
Coach, thanks very much for your time.
Thanks, Rob.
Head coach Lisa Bluter here on the pregame show. Back with more after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
Texting while driving is a very dangerous form of distracted driving. Drivers who use handheld devices while driving are 4 times as likely to get into crashes that can injure themselves or others. Drivers of all ages simply don't realize the dangers that are posed when they take their eyes and minds off the road. Everyone needs to do their part. Help save lives. Don't text and drive. This message is brought to you by the Iowa Department of Public Safety, the Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, and your local law enforcement.
Honey, great news. I'm a VIP.
That's sweet. Don't forget the trash.
In life, not everyone recognizes you as the VIP you are, but the Iowa Lottery does.
We got a medium chai latte for VIP. VIP.
Join our VIP club by signing up at ialottery.com/VIP for exclusive Play It Again promotions, surprise contests, and even free plays. See how it works at ialottery.com/VIP because everyone is a very important player.
Woohoo!
Minutes away from tip-off, Iowa and Northwestern. Welcome back courtside, Carver Hawkeye Arena. Rob Brooks and Jamie K.B. Lang. And before we get to Jamie's keys to a Hawkeye victory, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball. Well, as Coach Bluter said, McKenna Warnock and Monica Sonano are back off of COVID protocols and will start tonight's game. But Hawks get 2 starters back, but lose an important player off the bench in Logan Cook, out for a few weeks at least with a foot injury. So there's a shortened bench tonight, Jamie, and for the foreseeable future.
Yeah,
That's just one of those big bummers that happens in basketball sometimes, right? Where she's been gaining and gaining and gaining, and then you have this injury that's going to set you back a few weeks. Hopefully just 2 or 3 weeks for her. But that's part of the sport, right? Injuries are there. They're going to be happening to someone. You just hope it's not you. For Iowa tonight, though, to win this game, Northwestern is a good team this year. They are a good team. They've been progressively getting better over the past few years as well. And I'd say a big key for tonight, which Coach Bluter already alluded to, is they got a box. They got a box out. They have some really good rebounders on their team, especially on the offensive end. Limiting second chance opportunities is going to be a key here, right? Who cares if somebody only shoots 30%? If they keep getting rebounds, it doesn't matter because it's going to actually equate out. The second thing is going to be, I think, getting the ball inside, getting that offense going through the inside. Iowa shoots better when they're getting more shots inside. I mean, it's just going to make it easier for them. It's going to pull the defense off of them. And they really need to do that tonight with Northwestern because they have such an intense defense. And then the last one is to really ride the waves tonight. Northwestern is a team that's not going to back down. Evansville was down and out for the count. This is a team that's going to stay in it through the entire game, and Iowa has to stay through the entire game if they want to win.
Well, as we saw against IUPUI,
yes.
Iowa up 18th and 18 points in the third quarter, end up losing by 1. So, like the Jaguars, Big Ten teams aren't going to go away.
No, this is the real thing right here. I think this is Iowa's probably like first real test. Yes, they've had some losses against other teams, but when we're in the Big Ten season, they should have grown. They should have learned from those losses. And now that's why I'm saying I think it's their first real test.
For Northwestern, Kaylee Walsh, a 6'3" freshman averaging 10 points a game. Veronica Burton, one of the stars of the Big Ten at 17.6. Courtney Shaw at 9 points and 10 rebounds per contest. And Melanie Daly and Jillian Brown, the starting 5. The tap is won by the Hawkeyes. Get that regular starting 5 back in there, and just like that, trying to get the ball inside to Monica Sonato down on the right block, and it goes right through her hands, and that's going to be something to watch too, Jamie. The fact that Monica and McKenna have not played for quite a while, and certainly missed the game against Evansville, so you got to go back to IUPUI on the 21st of December since those two have been in competition.
Wow. That is a break.
A break that nobody wanted.
No, that nobody wants.
Just like Northwestern has been on a break, and there's a three-pointer drilled by Kaylee Walsh, just left to the top of the key. Very good catch-and-shoot player. And just like that, Northwestern strikes first, 3-0, just underway. Here's Marshall, gets the ball left side to Martin, inside Sonato, and she tried to make a move on the baseline and moved that left pivot foot and is called for traveling. So Monica Sonato, as you mentioned in your keys, getting the ball inside, that's been the good news, but 2 turnovers.
2 turnovers, not like her at all. But need to figure it out so that she can stay in the game and be effective.
Here's Burton. Kicks it back out. 3-pointers up and no good. From the right wing by Julian Brown. Has a quick release, long range, as does Caitlin Clark, and she does not connect from 3-point range. Top of the key, but Marshall gets a long rebound. 3-0 Northwestern. Hawks with the ball, and our first foul of the game. A push will be called on Daly. So Martin, Warnock, Sonato, Marshall, Clark, the starting 5, and we'll have Taiwo, Fierbach, O'Grady, maybe a Fulter coming off the bench. Inside, Sonato turns to the middle. There's little baby hook shot, and she connects, and the Hawks are on the board.
And they're playing on her back, so she should be able to get the ball in all the time. Doesn't mean she has to score with it, but they should be able to get it inside.
Good, tough defense. Gabby Marshall out on Veronica Burton. She wheels, gets into the paint, kicks it out, left wing, Daly, and a long 2-pointer just in the left corner. And Daly gets her first basket. It's 5-2. Inside Sonato, right block. She's doubled this time. And a Northwestern foul on Walsh.
And Walsh had 2 forearms on her back, and that's going to be a foul if you're displacing someone when they get the ball.
So the Hawks are looking inside. Bounce pass inside. Sonato, right block, has it blocked away by Walsh, who stood her ground and dug up by the Wildcats in the black traveling uniforms. Corner. Daly makes a move. Paint. Floater. No. Rebound taken down by Walsh. Hawks didn't box out that time. Northwestern 5, Iowa 2, just underway. Cats with the basketball. Here's Burton. Uses a screen. Gets it into the corner. Daly and another baseline jumper inside the three-point arc. Daly 2 of 2 from that spot. And it's 7-2 Northwestern. Little token press, and then like to drop back into that zone. Clark penetrates, kicks it back out. Sonano shot from the elbow is long and into the hands of Courtney Shaw. Shaw, a very good rebounder, averaging 9.9 boards a contest. Burton between her legs, fakes right, goes left, tries to get into the paint, shot off the glass is good off of Gabby Marshall. Veronica Burton, her first basket, and it's 9-2. Just under 7 minutes left to go first quarter. Not the start the Hawkeyes needed. Here's Clark on the block, and it's swatted away by Kaylee Walsh, the 6'3" freshman.
That's 2 blocks for Walsh. Iowa has to recognize, okay, she's doing a good job shot blocking. That's going to mean you're going to have to do more fakes. You're going to have to make sure you're doing some type of hook. She's going to be able to block it.
Hawks do have the basketball. Warnock gets it to Sonano. Back to Warnock for 3 and drills it from the top of the key.
Not an easy shot. You could tell her footwork was off a little bit on the shot, but still confidently shot it, held that follow through.
O'Grady and Taiwo in next dead ball. 9-5 Northwestern with the basketball. Shaw left to the top of the key. Looks for somebody to deliver the ball to. Finds Burton. She gets in the paint. And the ball is tipped up in the air by Martin. She goes after the ball. Can't come up with it. And Caitlin Clark all the way to the bucket. And she is fouled.
It's got to be hard. I've never came off of a 44-point game, but mentally to come off of a 44-point game, it's kind of like writing a really good paper, and then you have to write another paper, and you're like, will it be as good? It was really good last time. But I think that she comes at it and she attempts to, right? I think she's going to come at it and try to score 44 points. But, you know, there's probably just the underlying pressure for her coming into this game.
And gets her first point at the free throw line after the Burton foul. Remember, Northwestern bottled her up pretty well.
They did.
Last year in Evanston.
Yep.
Paige Mott, 6'1" sophomore, in for Northwestern. Mott out of Philadelphia. 9-7 Northwestern with the lead in the basketball. 6 minutes left to go first quarter.
So far, Iowa's been okay on the offensive end against this defense.
Here's Burton, top of the key. Taiwo comes out on her. Uses the ball screen, which she'll do over 90% of the time. Now Mott delivers a jumper left wing, no. And McKenna Warnock with the rebound, hits the deck and still able to get the ball to Caitlin Clark, who's on the move. Gets it to Taiwo, right wing. Clark back to Taiwo, takes it up strong, and a travel will be called before the contact in the paint.
But what a cut, though. She did. I mean, that's just you go cutting hard, aggressively, with a purpose. Tomei passed it, and then she cut right off of her player. Was wide open and unfortunately traveled.
And that's what you like to see, though, more movement at the offensive end. Cats by 2. Burton gets the ball up high, and a jumper is knocked down by Daly. Another long 2-pointer. And it's 11-7, and then that's where Northwestern likes to set up that full court pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Clark gets the ball across the...
While there is limited numbers, that's going to be something that'll make Northwestern take that off.
Here's Burton, left wing. Taiwo out on her. 25 feet from the hoop, and Clark comes out to help. Now gets it into Mott. Her 6-foot jump shot scrapes the right side, and the rebound by Warnock to Clark. Down court pass is picked off. O'Grady not even looking for it. Ill-advised pass by Clark. Here's Burton, transition 3, no good, short. But rebound hustled down by Daly. Daly, a couple of dribbles, has to kick it out. 11-9, Northwestern by 2. 4:10 left to go. First quarter. Here's Brown, has it picked off by Marshall. Now down to Clark. Goes up strong, and she is shoved by Julian Brown.
Great look up the floor. Good job releasing by Clark. I mean, right there, that's a thing you got to trust with your teammates, that they're just going to get up and go.
So Brown with the foul, and that's already 4 team fouls on Northwestern. The Hawkeyes have yet to commit one. Here in Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is corn grows Iowa. Corn is a multi-purpose crop which benefits the entire state. It feeds our livestock, nourishes our families, and provides clean-burning fuel for our planet. Thank you, as always, to Iowa's corn farmers. 4:05 left to go, first quarter. Timeout on the floor. Northwestern 11, Iowa 9. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Anything can happen when the Cyclones and Hawkeyes come to compete. It's where the rubber meets the road. Neighbors become rivals and friends become foes. Some go home broken-hearted, while others are victorious. When the dust finally settles, one thing stands true. No matter which side you're on, you're part of tradition. For those who are Iowan through and through, we're Iowa Corn, a proud sponsor of the Iowa Corn Cy-Hawk Series. In Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa.
Texting while driving is a very dangerous form of distracted driving. Drivers who use handheld devices while driving are 4 times as likely to get into crashes that can injure themselves or others. Drivers of all ages simply don't realize the dangers that are posed when they take their eyes and minds off the road. Everyone needs to do their part. Help save lives. Don't text and drive. This message is brought to you by the Iowa Department of Public Safety, the Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, and your local law enforcement.
Oh, you know that old injury of yours? The one in your knee or maybe back? Instead of going to the doctor and then doing physical therapy, why not start with therapy first? Athletico Physical Therapy is changing the whole healing process around. Their physical therapists will find the source of your pain and help fix it. Start with them and start living pain-free. Just like that.
It all starts with Athletico Physical Therapy. Schedule your free assessment at athletico.com. No prescription needed. Proud partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes.
4:05 left to go in the first. Northwestern 11, Iowa 9. Clark with 4, Warnock with 3, and Sonato a basket. Melanie Daly for Northwestern has 6 already.
And that's close to her average.
Yeah,
she's averaging 7.
In the last 5 games, 8. But one of the better shooters at 43%. After the foul, Clark at the free throw line buries the first. And perfect on the second. Kylie Fierbach for Clark, who was 6 out of 7 from the free throw line in her 44-point performance against Evansville. Carver Hawkeye Arena record. Tied at 11, under 4. Here's Burton. Taiwo on her, doing a terrific job defensively. Daly now gets the ball inside. Walsh turns to her left shoulder and lays it up and in. And here's a steal by Burton. Hawkeyes a little bit careless with the basketball. Now Hartman into the game. Leah Hartman, a 5'11 junior. Walsh gets it to Shaw, just outside of the lane, and a push from behind will be called on Monica Sonato.
And those types of fouls are going to be not good ones for Monica to be getting, because naturally there's going to be more fouls on shots and things like that. So anything, that type of foul is just not a good one to pick up. And
Logan Cook, who normally comes in and plays some Monica Sonato minutes, not available tonight with a foot injury. Out for a few weeks. Burton gets it up top to Hartman. Drives right side. Now Walsh along the baseline and took a giant step and is called for traveling. Didn't look comfortable on that move.
No. And Walsh has a thicker build, but I think she's much more agile than you would think she is.
She goes to the basket well. Northwestern by 2. Here's Taiwo. Clark getting ready to come back in. Fierbach. Taiwo reverses the ball to Warnock. Now Taiwo. Hawkeyes a little stagnant as we go under 3. Kate Martin drives in, passes it off to Czinano. A terrific pass across the lane, and Czinano goes glass for 2 more.
Had those hands ready, put it up quickly.
Tied at 13. Here's Daly. Drives baseline, little step back 12-footer and drains it. Melanie Daly very good off the dribble and has that 17, 18-foot range, which she has displayed tonight. Has 8. Feuerbach drives down the right side of the lane. Scoop shot, no good. Just couldn't get the spin on it. And it went off the front of the iron. Burton in transition for Northwestern to Walsh for 3. Straight away, no. And Czinano the rebound. Feuerbach down to Kate Martin on the right wing. Now Warnock at the free throw line. Fakes, drives in. Right-handed layup is good. Nice dribble drive penetration by McKenna Warnock. Hawks getting into some flow offensively.
Yeah, that first step just made it so that she would be wide open.
Tied at 15. Burton always looks to score and drives down the right side of the lane, and ball's knocked away as Warnock picks up her first and the team's second. Marshall Clark back for the Hawkeyes.
And so far, I was doing a really good job on Burton. It's just that they're allowing other people to still be able to score a little too easily, like Daly.
Free throw, no good. Veronica Burton, that's her first miss in Big Ten play. 2 games, 12 for 12 in Northwestern's Big Ten victory. The second one rolls all the way around and drops in. So Burton with 3. And Burton a 91% free throw shooter. Northwestern by 1. Hawks with a basketball. 1:40 left to go. First quarter action from Carver Hawkeye. Feuerbach, top of the key, pushes the ball left side to Marshall. Whips it back to Feuerbach for 3. No good. Deep in the left corner. Rebound taken down by Courtney Shaw. Lob pass to Daly. Kayla Rainey into the game. Backup point guard. Hartman kicks it into the right corner, and a wild 3-point shot is no good by Rainey. Looks to pass more than she shoots, but was open that time. Clark with 1 minute left to go in the first. Hawks down 1. 16-15. Clark wide open 3-pointer, top of the key, off the right side of the rim. That's a rare 3-pointer where she really got a good look. Along the baseline, Daly knocks down a baseline jumper from the right side this time.
I don't think I've seen someone shoot this baseline jumper so much.
Right at about 15 feet. Looks very comfortable, and she has 10. Above her average already. Inside, Czinano going to work right block. Easy 2 off the window. Czinano with 6.
And Czinano played that just right. She turned quickly. She made the move quickly. That's what she has to get back into doing.
Good rhythm, and the Hawks have been able to get the ball inside. 17 to shoot. Northwestern can hold for pretty much the last shot of the first quarter. Cats are up 1. Shaw drives in, kicks it inside to Hartman. Lost control of the ball, dug it up. Shot no, rebound, that's an air ball. And Clark has the ball with 3. Marshall for 3, right wing, got it!
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Coach Bluter was clapping for that one, knowing it was going down.
Oh, perfectly executed right there. And knowing that, you know, Clark's a gamer, right? She loves playing the game. And as soon as she got that rebound, she looked at the clock. Like you saw it. She once she had a hold, glanced at the clock. That's all she needed was one look, knowing that there was no way she was going to make it down the court that quick. Looked up the court, and luckily Marshall had already released. Her and Marshall are very good at releasing and trusting the other one to look up the floor.
After 10 minutes of basketball. Back and forth contest, but Iowa grabs the advantage, 20-18. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Did you know that as a Mid-American Energy customer, nearly half of your life is powered by the wind energy we provide? That means when you're at home fixing a snack, or at work sending emails, you're using wind energy. Investing in wind helps us keep your rates low. Renewable wind energy. It's clean, affordable, and powerful. And it's one more way Mid-American Energy is obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer. IRC Beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
Check out Bump's Restaurant, located on Melrose Avenue in Iowa City, inside the new Nagel Family Clubhouse at Finkbine Golf Course. We use fresh whole ingredients and scratch cooking in all of our dishes. Come enjoy a blackberry avocado salad, our famous pork tenderloin, or maybe our signature Kinnick burger with a side of our fresh hand-cut french fries. And don't forget to try our legendary Mary and handcrafted cocktails. Reservations are encouraged. Make yours today by calling 319-335-9662. Bump's Restaurant, legendary man, legendary food.
Hawks shoot 50% in the first quarter, 7 of 14, 2 out of 5 from 3. And how about that Gabby Marshall 3 right at the end of the first quarter. And Iowa 4 out of 4 from the free throw line. Blue is caring, blue is convenient, and now blue is Medicare Advantage from Wellmark Advantage Health Plan, offering all-in-one Medicare coverage, our extensive network, and the confidence of being covered by Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Learn more at wellmarkadvantage.com.
Well, I think that was a pretty good first half, I'd say, for Iowa. They shot decently, shot pretty well from the three-point line. You got to be pretty happy if you're Coach Bluder right now.
Hawks by 2. Northwestern starts quarter number 2 with the basketball. Burton has 3 points, averaging 17.6. Jumper no good by Brown. Both teams go after the basketball along the baseline. And it will stay with the Wildcats. Brown out high to Satterwhite. Lauren Satterwhite into the game. High post Walsh. Little high-low feed down to Mott. Has her shot blocked by Warnock. Clark to Marshall. Bounce pass inside Sonano. Kicks it left side for McKenna Warnock. And she splashes home a three-pointer.
2 for 2.
Warnock with 8. Goes up in traffic. No. Sonano saves the ball from going out of bounds. Hawks fast break opportunity. Here's Marshall. Kicks it left side. Warnock. As Satterwhite comes out on her. Now Clark angles right side. Picks up her dribble. And a push will be called underneath on Walsh. 6'3" freshman picks up her second.
She's getting that just for displacing. All she's doing is displacing Sonata. You can't just keep shoving people. There's a lot of pushing that happens, but you can't displace them. Lift up your heel and make them move.
Jesse Dickerson, Angie Enlund, and Tasha Kamey, the 3 officials tonight. Joe McEwen out on the court, pleading his case about something. Always active, Joe is on the sideline.
I was trying to figure out what he was pleading, and I couldn't figure it. A lot of hacking on his arm, but I couldn't tell who, what, where. I don't think the refs knew either.
And, of course, one of his assistants is Hawkeye great Angela Smith, who was the Big Ten Player of the Year back in 1998. Molly's Cupcakes is proudly serving their cookies and treats inside Carver Hawkeye Arena. For a taste of unique flavors you'll love, stop by their downtown Iowa City location for homemade cupcakes, cookies, cakes, bars, and coffee drinks. Molly's Cupcakes, a proud supporter of the Hawkeyes. Timeout on the court, 8:41 left to go second quarter. Iowa 23, Northwestern 18. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Draft Day Sports Lounge is the ultimate place to watch the game, have some fun, and show off your golfing skills with Topgolf's Swing Suite. Topgolf's Swing Suite in Draft Day delivers a one-of-a-kind simulation that's fun for golfers and non-golfers alike. Pair that with Draft Day's retro games, local craft beers, and delicious menu, and you have a winning pair. Riverside Casino and Golf Resort, home of the new Draft Day Sports Lounge and Topgolf Swing Suite, just minutes south of Iowa City.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer, beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
Time out on the court, 8:41 left to go, second quarter. Iowa 23, Northwestern 18. Northwestern is led by 7. This is Iowa's big lead at 5. On an 8-0 scoring run. Hawks have led for 1:19, Northwestern for 8:43. Tonight's game brought to you by Bud Light. Bud Light proudly welcomes back Hawkeye fans to Carver Hawkeye Arena this year. Bud Light is for the fans. Hawkeyes with the basketball. Clark gets it into Marshall. Basket to our right. Home white uniforms for Iowa. Here's Clark down on the right block. Spins toward the middle and gets the roll.
Nice finish by Clark on that shot. Made it look easy.
Yep, just a little ISO play down on the right block. Nice spin move and a short jumper. And it's 25-18. Here's a three-pointer that is off the mark by Satterwhite. Remember, Northwestern, not a great shooting team, though Daly has shot the ball very well for the Cats. In the corner, Kate Martin for 3, a little bit strong off the right side of the iron, and the ball pops out to Burton. Angles to the right side, pulls up her dribble on the right wing. Now slips it off to Satterwhite. She fakes, drives baseline, contact, and an Iowa foul.
Monica Sonano just closed out with her feet, kind of flipped how they're supposed to be able to go when they go drive baseline. She'll see that in game film. She'll figure it out.
Nice little
McKenna
pump
Warnock.
fake.
Did you see McKenna Warnock's foul, though? I mean, that was an intense one. You don't want McKenna Warnock fouling you.
Nope, but the problem is, that's 2.
You don't want her fouling.
2 of Iowa's 3 fouls in the ballgame. As Satterwhite connects on the first free throw, her first point. Lauren Satterwhite out of Arizona. Misses the second, but a long rebound to Burton. Well, she gets after the boards as well. Veronica, the 5'9" senior, to Satterwhite. Jumper, no good. From the left wing, just inside the arc, and it goes over the top of the glass and out of bounds to the Hawkeyes. 25-19, Hawks by 6.
And so far, Northwestern has not really found their swing on the three-point arc. They're just 1 of 8.
Shooting 40%. Here's Marshall, deep three-pointer off the glass and the iron. Missed it from the left wing. Burton in transition. Tried to get it to Satterwhite, knocked out of bounds by Clark right in front of the Iowa bench.
And Iowa's just slowly increasing that lead.
Led by 2 after 1.
It's more like a walk. 6. I wouldn't call this a run. I'd call it a walk. Ha, get
just
it?
Spin steady. Daly back in there. Mott kicks it to Burton. She'll fire a three-pointer off the right side of the rim and drops in. A very friendly bounce for Veronica Burton. Now with 6. That's her first three-point basket. It's 25-22. Taiwo. Lob pass inside. Sonano digs it up underneath the basket. Couple of dribbles and scores right in front of the hoop. And a foul will be called on Northwestern.
Great decision by Sonano. She did a good job pulling the ball in. Not the easiest pass. That was a hard pass to get, and she did a good job sticking with it. Grabbed a hold, realized, I think, that she was in the lane for quite a long time, and then quickly made a move, dribbled out from under the basket, and made that nice shot.
Yeah, Joe McEwen wanted a double dribble.
Definitely
and I don't
not a
think
double dribble.
Sonano ever had possession of the basketball underneath. Free throw rattles it in. So Monica with 9, and that's 2 on Veronica Burton. So we'll see how Northwestern plays that. She's still in the game and has the basketball. Now Daly brings down in between the circles. Brown to Shaw, top of the key. Now deep in the corner, and a moving screen is going to be called by the officiating crew. Paige Mott, her first.
And that was Iowa being ready for that screen, right? That's what comes in when somebody is going out and scouting the team. They're looking at the plays. Iowa was ready for that flare screen that was going to happen, trying to work their way around, which frustrated Northwestern.
Clark all the way down. Bounce pass across the lane to Sonano, goes up, and the shot is blocked away and out of bounds. Here's Martin for 3. Skipped off the left side of the rim. An open look. 28-22. Hawkeyes on top. Here's a steal by Taiwo. And then she is tripped by Jillian Brown.
Man,
78 block shots coming into tonight's game by Northwestern.
You can tell that they are, that's something that they're used to getting. That's kind of the role for the people who are hanging out in the lane in their zone, is to be a force and a wall, essentially.
And that 6'3" Walsh has 27 of them. Marshall, cross-court pass to Taiwo. 28-22, Hawks with the lead in the basketball. 5:47 left to go, second quarter. Martin tries to get into Sonano. 3 black jerseys on her. And Monica Sonano will pick up her second. So we'll see how long she sits at the 5:40 mark. Northwestern with the ball. Here's Daly. Hawks have identified her the last couple of trips. Brown, free throw line extended left. Goes cross court for Burton. 3 short. Brown gets the rebound. 1 dribble, put back good. That's her first basket. Averaging 8.4 the last 5 games. Taiwo into the paint, kicks it out to Marshall. Now O'Grady. Now to Martin. Tried to get a pass inside and a turnover and a charge.
Double negative.
Now threw it right to Northwestern and then ran into a Wildcat player to pick up the offensive foul.
The question on the stat sheet is, did she just pick up 2 turnovers? What happened first,
Offensive
the chicken
foul.
or the egg? I don't know. They're
the
both
pass
turnovers.
happened first.
I know, but so that's an interesting
Well,
one.
you'll have to check that.
I will. I'm looking right now. Looks like they're only giving her 1 turnover.
28-24, Hawks by 4. Brown, lob pass inside, shot by Shaw, no good, got trapped underneath the basket, didn't have a great angle. Here's Clark, probes the middle, brings it out, free throw line extended right, and now a hold will be called on Paige Mott against Clark. Two on Mott, 2 on Brown, 2 on Burton, 2 on Walsh.
I think this is part of their defense, though, right? If they're in a game where they're not getting many foul calls, this isn't an issue for them. But when they get into the games where there are more foul calls, Northwestern has to figure out what does that look like for them in their intense defense.
And Clark stays perfect at the free throw line. Dodge Street Tire and Auto, locally owned and operated, has been voted best of the area for the 9th consecutive year. Proudly supports Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball. Visit Dodge Street Tire and Auto for all of your automotive needs, including Goodyear and Toyo tires. Dodge Street Tire and Auto, 29 Goodyears on the corner of Dodge and Church Streets. Clark 2 for 2 at the line, 10 for the ball game, 30-24 the lead. Deep three-pointer, Brown. That's an air ball. Missed it from right at the top of the key and goes out of bounds over to Iowa.
The old air ball chant happens.
Never fails, right?
Iowa's been able to maintain this 6-point lead, but most of those points have been coming from free throws. So Iowa needs to figure out how to get back into that, into their routine, into their flow on the offensive end.
And Warnock back in, gets it to Taiwo for 3 left wing, no good. Remember, Warnock has 2. She's got to be careful. Here's Burton. Always moving with that ball. Drives the paint. Shot is up and no good. Feuerbach the shove. Now Burton has long range ability, but you can tell she is always hunting for shots.
She is.
Trying to get to the rim. But does a good job driving in and kicking to the open jump shooter.
She's really looking to create. She does have that mentality of the person who's going to create something for the team. Tomi Taiwo has a little bit of a nick, it looks like, or a little cut on the knee, so getting some tape put on.
And she's back in there. 2 shots for Veronica Burton, 5'9" senior out of Newton, Massachusetts. Perfect on the first. She has 7. Law enforcement is cracking down on wearing seatbelts. The Iowa Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau reminds you to click it or ticket day or night. Rotation perfect. Shot is good. Burton with 8. 30-26. Taiwo slips the ball to Caitlin Clark. Hooks a pass to Warnock on the right wing. Gets down to the block. Spins and kicks it to O'Grady. Just at the last second. Just too many defenders there. 9 to shoot. Here's Clark, loses control of the ball. 4 to shoot, gets in the paint and ends up turning it over. Steal by Burton. In transition, right-handed scoop shot, no good. Off the front of the rim. Rebound taken down by Taiwo. Gets it to Clark. She'll pull from 15 and knocks it down from the elbow.
Just good shoot a 15-footer.
No reason to go in.
Yeah. Not if you're going to hit it, right?
Right. Under 3, second quarter. Hawks once again by 6 points. Here's Burton. Feuerbach on her. Uses that screen. Gets into the paint. Little floater. Rimming no. Rebound and put back no good by Shaw, but she's fouled. That'll be on O'Grady.
I know it probably sounds like there's a lot of fouls happening, and that's because there are on both sides right now. So a quick check in on the foul situation. Just 2 players for Iowa that have 2, and that's Warnock with 2 and Sonano with 2. And Warnock is in right now. Northwestern has 4 players with 2, Brown, Walsh, Burton, and Mott.
And Courtney Shaw rolls in the free throw. That's her first point. Kate Martin ready to come back in. Shaw's second in the air. No good off the right side. O'Grady the rebound. 32-27. Hawks with the lead in the basketball. Taiwo. Now Warnock, Feuerbach. Gets it to Clark. All this happening on the left side of the floor. Taiwo cross court. Inside O'Grady. Kicks it left side. Clark. A deep three-pointer. Rimming no. And 3 seconds will be called away from the ball on the Hawkeyes.
3 seconds in the lane.
And that's O'Grady just growing pains, right? That's a growing pain move. That's a turnover that's going to happen. Got to get familiar with it, get more comfortable.
Coming off her first career double-double with 14 and 12. Big Ten Freshman of the Week. 32-27. Hawks on top, Northwestern with it, and steps taken by Melanie Daly, who leads Northwestern tonight in scoring with 10 points, but none here recently.
No, there's been no field goals for Northwestern in over 3 minutes. And we have the 2-minute warning. No timeout like in the NFL, but 2-minute warning nonetheless.
Under 2. O'Grady tried to get it inside. Pass tipped in the air, dug up by Burton. Hawks another turnover, and then a kick on Kate Martin. So Northwestern will have it along the baseline.
And either team, both teams are in the bonus, so I will really, I think, approach it, be aggressive, drive into the lane.
Checking in for Northwestern, Anna Morris.
Random horn, not sure what's going on.
Well, we got Anna Morris into the game. What do you think?
Oh, I think they're checking the book. They're seeing it.
Well, she's listed as number 44, but wearing 42.
Oh, and they're not usually wearing these jerseys, so I wonder if there was a misprint
And
somewhere.
that's why they're checking the book if it's not the correct number and name.
If anyone heard Caitlin Clark, if you could hear it, we heard it. When she looked at Coach Bluder and goes, "There's no 42, I'm shooting free throws."
Because that would be a T.
That would be a T, yes. If you mess up your book. It is a, yep, it looks like they're gesturing with 2, so it looks like Iowa's going to shoot 2. And Clark running to the free throw line almost. She's like, let me at
that's
him.
a tough decision, right? See who's going to go shoot free throws.
I have never seen someone be like, let me at him, Scrappy Doo style for these tees. Like, they're mine. If it's a flip coin, they're mine.
So Anna Morris is not in the book with the right number.
And so the reason, like I was saying, I don't think they worn these black jerseys. They were making a thing of it on social media saying, hey, we're here in the black. And so I'm guessing they haven't worn them yet this year. And there was either a misprint, there's probably a misprint, and they printed her with the wrong number, and nobody ever thought to look at it. And I wouldn't.
And she has her name on her uniform, so it's not like it's one that got damaged.
Nope, I'm guessing there is just a misprint. I don't think it was probably the book person's fault. I'm guessing there was a misprint on the number.
Yeah, on the roster, she's listed at 44. So she's a 6'3" sophomore out of New Jersey. Clark drills both free throws. Well, she better after saying.
She did. She wanted them. Yeah, she got them, everyone.
Go get them.
Trust her.
So 34-27. And Northwestern with the ball. Daly jumper baseline, drills it. 17-foot jumper. Daly with 12. Shooting very confidently. And the Hawks will be back at the free throw line after a Daly foul. That's her second.
And I'm going to give Clark a little bit of credit for this, them calling the fouls, because there's a lot of times if you don't set the tone right away that they're fouling you, she does play into it a little bit. I don't think she's faking it. I do think that she is drawing attention to the fact she's getting fouled, though.
And makes the first.
And Clark so far has been perfect from the line. She's 9 of 9.
And now 10 of 10. (36-29).
That's Clark has 16.
Coming off of 44. Averaging 24-2. And Caitlin plays some defense and knocks the ball away from Leah Hartman and out of bounds. 14 to shoot as we approach a minute left. 36-29 Hawkeyes. Daly. Now to Burton. Deep three-pointer, got it. That's a 30-footer.
And she wasn't undefended. Marshall was out there.
Here's Clark, angles right side. Veronica Burton comes out on her. In that matchup zone, Clark for 3, left wing no. Long rebound by Daly. 36-32. Hawks will get one more possession. 25 on the game clock, 17 on the shot clock. Morris Kicks it right side, Daly, an air ball from the wing, but a rebound taken down by Northwestern. Daly now from the top of the key, short. Another rebound by Shaw, hustling all over the court. And now Northwestern will be able to run down the clock. Here's Burton. Angles right side, dribbles behind her back, gets into the paint, contact, shot no, but a foul will be called on the Hawks.
Everyone at their homes watching this, everyone at the stand, no, don't. Coach Bluter, no, don't.
There's too many offensive rebounds.
So many, man. And that's going to allow Burton to be able to shoot a couple of free throws. And Iowa will not have any time, and that'll be the half.
And she drills the first one.
But Iowa will be able to go into the halftime with the lead.
Second one, good. 0.7. And the Hawks will just inbounds it, and that will do it for the first 20 minutes of basketball. Iowa 36, Northwestern 34. Hawkeye fans, don't forget to join me for Hawk Talk with head coach Lisa Bluter, weekly radio show presented by Oaknall at Bumps Restaurant this Monday night from 6 until 7. And the full show schedule can be found under the Connect tab at HawkeyeSports.com. Need to recycle old working refrigerators and deep freezers? Mid-American Energy. You can go to midamericanenergy.com for details plus energy saving tips. Right now, Iowa Lottery VIP club members can enter to win a warehouse dash or up to $100,000 in cash. Enter today at ialottery.com or via the Lottery Plus app. Bud Light halftime show is up next. Iowa 36, Northwestern 34. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer. IRC Beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
The next time you visit Eastern Iowa, check out the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes, the hotel at Kirkwood Center, Bachmeyer Carpet One Floor and Home, the Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, and Klosterman Construction, building custom homes for 20 years. Klosterman Construction is a premier custom home builder doing everything from remodels to exclusive custom homes. Klosterman takes the stress out of your building project. Award-winning designs, quality craftsmanship, and superior customer service. Call 319-545-7088.
Texting while driving is a very dangerous form of distracted driving. Drivers who use handheld devices while driving are 4 times as likely to get into crashes that can injure themselves or others. Drivers of all ages simply don't realize the dangers that are posed when they take their eyes and minds off the road. Everyone needs to do their part. Help save lives. Don't text and drive. This message is brought to you by the Iowa Department of Public Safety, the Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, and your local law enforcement.
Hi, Hawk fans. Gary Dolphin here. I want to tell you about my new favorite Iowa Hawkeye shirt. It's called The Corey by Authentic Brand. The stylish half-zip features butter-soft scuba knit performance fabric. Everyone at your tailgate will want one. To outfit your life in authentic brand gear, visit one of our fine retailers near you or order online at authentic-brand.com. You'll get fast, free delivery. Authentic Brand by TCB Companies.
Welcome back to Carver Hawkeye Arena. Time for the halftime show brought to you by Bud Light. Bud Light probably welcomes back Hawkeye fans to Carver Hawkeye Arena this year. Bud Light is for the fans. The Hawks with a 2-point lead, 36-34. Iowa led by 7 in the second quarter. That was their big lead at the 8:30 mark. Same for Northwestern. Led by 7 back in the first quarter. Had 1 lead change, 3 ties. Hawks have led for 10 minutes. Northwestern for 8:43. And Jamie, it's just been that type of half. Back and forth, no large runs, but the Hawks had a nice 6-point lead there for quite a while.
Yeah, whenever you have a good defense on both sides, I think Iowa's defense is great. You're just not going to see the runs quite as much. Or like we said before, there's going to be some scoring droughts for one team. So it doesn't feel like the run you normally see where it's like boom, 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 and you have these points. Doesn't mean it can't happen, and you just don't see it quite as often. But looking at all this scoring here, one Hawkeye player in double figures, and that's Caitlin Clark. She's 16. 10 of those points are coming from the free throw line. She's a 10 of 10. She's drawn 5 fouls so far. Supporting her, though, Monica Sonano with 9 points, 8 points coming from McKenna Warnock, and 3 points coming from Gabby Marshall. Rebounds, Iowa as a team has 18 rebounds. That's tied with Northwestern's 18. The biggest difference is Northwestern has 8 offensive rebounds, while Iowa has 3 offensive rebounds. Leading the way for Iowa rebound-wise, Monica Sonata with 3, and then 5 other players who have 2 rebounds. Looking at Northwestern's scoring, they have 2 players in double figures, and that's Burton, who is normally their leading scorer, and Daly, who is the surprise for today. 5 points from Walsh, helping out the 6'3" freshman. Rebound-wise, being led by Courtney Shaw. That's their inside force. She normally averages about 10 rebounds. She's currently at 6 rebounds. And then assists, Iowa has 7 assists on today. That's a little low for where they normally are. They're usually about 10, probably at halftime. Northwestern has 8 assists, so a lot of these are coming off of passes. And then steal-wise, 6 steals already for Northwestern. So Iowa just has probably a few too many turnovers coming off of those steals, them getting in passing lanes and being aggressive. Blocks, Northwestern also has 3 blocks. Hey, but guess what? So does Iowa.
And as you mentioned, for Northwestern, Veronica Burton with 13 points, but has 5 steals. And then Melanie Daly, way above her average. She has 12 and fast break points as well. Hawks led by 2 after 1, 22-18. Both teams scored 16 points in the second quarter. 36-34, Hawks on the Bud Light halftime show. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from their field.
Every day you use energy to power your life, to wake up, to stay connected.
Hi, this is John. Oh, hey.
To feed your loved ones. Dinner! You don't even have to think about it, because at Mid-American Energy, we do. We work hard to bring you energy you can count on every day, because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're Mid-American Energy, and we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank.
This is for you. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director at Oak Knoll. Our new campus has many unique amenities for your active lifestyle, in addition to providing the same great services that Oak Knoll has offered our residents for over 50 years. We're now open and have a few 2-bedroom apartments still available. Call me at 319-351-1720 or visit oakknoll.com to set up your personal tour. Go Hawks!
Not all internet is created equal. It's a lot like choosing a quarterback. Technically, you could sign up any new rookie provider on the block, but the success of every device in your home depends on it. Will they perform in the clutch, or will they buffer under pressure? Extreme provides the speed you need with a 100% gigabit technology network and amplified Wi-Fi. And unlike signing a quarterback, Extreme Internet requires no contracts. There's only one pick to lead your team. It's Extreme, powered by Mediacom.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Iowa. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Welcome back to Carver Hawkeye Arena. Iowa leads by 2, 36-34. At U.S. Bank, we know when you invest in a community, the community invests in you. We are committed to providing high-quality, innovative products and services that meet the needs and demands of our customers. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. 3 finals in the Big Ten. Women's basketball tonight. Ohio State 90, Illinois 69. Minnesota gets a victory in Piscataway, New Jersey over Rutgers, 62-49. And number 10, Maryland, 106. Penn State, 78. Men's basketball, Big Ten Conference tonight. Late in the second quarter, Indiana, 67. Ohio State, 51. Also late in the second half, it is Illinois, 71. Maryland, 60. And, of course, Iowa and Wisconsin from the Kohl Center in Madison coming up at the top of the hour. And speaking of, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Iowa Hawkeye Women's Basketball. That's a look at the U.S. Bank scoreboard on the Bud Light halftime show. Iowa 36, Northwestern 34. This is Iowa Hawkeye Women's Basketball from Learfield.
Texting while driving is a very dangerous form of distracted driving. Drivers who use handheld devices while driving are 4 times as likely to get into crashes that can injure themselves or others. Drivers of all ages simply don't realize the dangers that are posed when they take their eyes and minds off the road. Everyone needs to do their part. Help save lives. Don't text and drive. This message is brought to you by the Iowa Department of Public Safety, the Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, and your local law enforcement.
What would you buy with an extra $1,000 to Shields this holiday season? How about an extra $5,000? Shields and Under Armour are giving away the ultimate holiday shopping spree. Now through December 13th, we're giving away a $1,000 Shields gift card every Monday. And on December 20th, one lucky winner will be drawn for a $5,000 Shields gift card. Register now at shields.com/win.
The next time you visit Eastern Iowa, check out the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes, the hotel at Kirkwood Center, Klosterman Construction, the Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, and Bachmeyer Carpet One, Floor and Home of the beautiful Guarantee. Bachmeyer Carpet One is proud to support the Hawkeyes. If you're looking to remodel, build a new home, or just redo a room, we are your flooring store. Outstanding design and sales staff with the knowledge to guide you in a friendly, stress-free atmosphere. Bachmeyer Carpet One. Come visit us.
Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go is mealtime made easy. Just order delicious meals online for convenient curbside pickup or have it delivered. Want breakfast? Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go. Need lunch? Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go. Doing dinner? Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go. Get pancakes, burgers, fried chicken, lasagna, Hi-Chai Asian dishes, sushi, pizza, and more. If you're craving it, Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go has it with curbside pickup or delivery. Order today at Hy-Vee.com/mealtime.
All right, welcome back, Hawk fans. This is Jamie K.B. Lang being helped out by Logan and Mara Stewart right now. Logan, anything you want to say out there to those fans? Want to say hi to your family?
Hi, Lang.
All right, and then I have a question here for Mara. Mara, we are going over these points in the paint. At US, you can't find the points in the paint one, but points in the paint, can you tell me what is the score for the points in the paint for the two teams?
Northwestern has 6 and Iowa has 14.
Wow, it sounds like they're winning. All right, well, Iowa is currently winning by 2 points with 36-34 against Northwestern. When we come back, we will start the second half. And this is Hawkeye Women's Basketball from Learfield.
At Mid-American Energy, being obsessively, relentlessly at your service means delivering reliable, affordable energy to you. And it also means marking underground utility lines before you break ground to keep you safe. Trimming trees to keep them away from electric lines so power is there when you need it. And it means working safely and quickly to power your home and business, no matter what the weather. Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. That's Mid-American Energy.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goal.
Handheld devices while driving are 4 times as likely to get into crashes that can injure themselves or others. Drivers of all ages simply don't realize the dangers that are posed when they take their eyes and minds off the road. Everyone needs to do their part. Help save lives. Don't text and drive. This message is brought to you by the Iowa Department of Public Safety, the Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, and your local law enforcement.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer, beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
Rob Brooks and Jamie K.V. Lang, Carver Hawkeye Arena courtside, getting ready for the third quarter. It'll be Iowa basketball, and Jamie, Iowa did some really good things there in the first half. I'd just like to see those 3-pointers go down. I know man. Coach Bluter does too.
Yeah, I think they did do really, they had a good half, yeah, but if those threes fell, think about the game. It'd be a 10-point game.
Hawkeyes 3 out of 11 from 3-point range, and a 15-foot jump shot is no good by Warnock and goes out of bounds along the baseline. Northwestern basketball. Here is Daly on the move, playing with a lot of confidence. Gets it out to Walsh, and now inside, a layup by Jillian Brown, who broke free. And we're tied at 36. Clark, left wing, inside Sonato, turns left shoulder, up and under move, and goes to the left hand. Walsh tried to take a charge, fell down. A little bit of a flop there, so thankfully Sonato didn't get called for her third foul. She has 11.
And that's because she does a good job pivoting, and she did. She pivoted. She saw the defense crossed over. Walsh tried to take a charge, which was not a good decision by her.
Here's Burton, gets out to Sonato, and Sonato shoulders her out past the 3-point arc. Is not a good decision by Monica there, and that's 3.
That is her second, actually her third. I would say all 3 fouls are fouls today that she should not have had. And you do need to show. That's part of the defense. You show on people as they're coming off of screens. But if it's between you getting your third foul and not showing, you just don't show.
38-36. Burton tries to turn the corner, but cut off nicely by Warnock. Now right side Shaw, and a whistle underneath. 3 seconds called on the Wildcats.
Another freshman growing pain, but this time not against Iowa, against Northwestern.
Kaylee Walsh, the 6'3" freshman. Martin working the point guard duties, getting Clark now on the wing. She has the ball on the left side. Inside O'Grady, turnaround jumper, rimming no. Fight for the rebound, dug up by Walsh. Hawks by 2. Burton at the free throw line, kicks it back out to Walsh for 3, top of the key, and she rolls it in. She's a capable shooter. That's 2 3-pointers. Has 8. And Northwestern grabs a 1-point lead. Here's Clark for three, left wing, no good. Off the right side of the rim. I think, Jamie, something you noticed early on in the year we've talked about, that Caitlin's just shooting the ball and then fading a little bit left, but she knocks it away, and it's retrieved down court. There's Caitlin Clark with a right-handed layup, making something happen defensively.
Yep, Marshall Clark pass right there. Quite often that's the transition move, is between those two.
Clark with 18. Hawks by 1. Clark comes out on Daly, who had 12 in the first half, and pulls up from 17, left side, no. Warnock, an easy rebound. Marshall to Martin in between the circles. Now right side Marshall, bounce pass into O'Grady, and she couldn't handle it, and the ball dug up by Jillian Brown. Brown right side, lob pass in, and good patience, and a shot is up and good by Courtney Shaw. Here's Clark quickly. Down court, gets in the paint, reverses, fakes, goes up, and lays it in.
That was sick.
Just took Walsh to school and just froze it.
Oh my gosh, took all of Northwestern to school on that play. Talk about a fake out, dribbling out. Nope, I'm gonna psych, I'm gonna go right back in. Oh.
Little head and shoulders fake to Walsh.
It was
right around her, and an easy layup.
Great.
And Sonato has to come back, Jamie, with 3 fouls.
Yep. And Sonato can play with 3. I do think she is capable. Warnock is also playing with 3.
Shot!
Off the inbounds play, a wide open Daly in her favorite spot, that mid-range jumper from the left baseline. Ball tapped up in the air, retrieved by Martin to Sonato, baseline jumper, no, missed it from 7. Rebound to Veronica Burton. Lob pass inside to Shaw, and she goes up and finishes with the right hand off the window.
And that's 2 transition plays by Northwestern that Iowa in the first half did get back for.
Cats by 3. Approaching 6 left to go in the third. Marshall for 3, left wing. No good up the left side. Sonato the rebound. Marshall gets it back out. Goes to the paint. And now kicks it to Kate Martin. And now Marshall. Clark in between the circles. 4 to shoot. Drives down the right side. Floater, no. And a foul will be called on Northwestern as Caitlin Clark hits the deck. 3 on Walsh. O'Grady and Taiwo on for the Hawkeyes. 45-42 Northwestern. Mott back for Northwestern. Free throws for Caitlin Clark, who is perfect at the free throw line, 10 out of 10.
And such a good read by Clark there to know the game clock was where it was at, driving in as hard as she could, trying to draw a foul, create something.
Yeah, 4 seconds on the shot clock. Perfect on the first. Clark with 21. Second one, got it. No rim. 45-44 Northwestern. 5:33 third quarter. Cats with the basketball. And here's Shaw, drives down the right side lane, blocked by O'Grady. She tried to go up. Retrieved by Kate Martin. Taiwo gets it to Clark. Caitlin really starting to call for the ball. Deep 3-pointer by Marshall, no good up the right side of the rim. Rebound hauled down by Mott. Gets it ahead to Burton. Runs into a double team, and a foul will be called on an attempted steal. Caitlin Clark. That's only her first. Ball possession for Northwestern. Here's Brown along the baseline. Tries to get it inside to Shaw, who's come alive offensively. Brown to Shaw, in traffic, layup good. Shaw with 7, had 1 at half. And Northwestern by 3, 47-44. 4:40 left to go third. And a foul underneath on Northwestern. And that'll be on Daly her third.
There's a lot of energy right now on the court.
Both sides.
High energy.
Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels, the Homewood Suites and the Home 2 Suites by Hilton. Each offer guests a spacious room, complimentary breakfast, a 24-hour fitness center, pool, hot tub, guest laundry, and convenient locations. Let their warm and friendly staff take care of you and your family when you visit Hawkeye Country. 4:42 left to go in the third. Northwestern 47, Iowa 44. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
The next time you visit Eastern Iowa, check out the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, Bachmeyer Carpet One, Floor and Home, Klosterman Construction, and the Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel, named Iowa Tourism's 2021 Hotel of the Year and awarded the AAA 4 Diamond Award for lodging. To make reservations, visit thehotelatkirkwood.com or call 877-751-5111 for more information.
In Iowa, we grow corn, a lot of corn. We love seeing our farmers in the fields, and although they're perfect strangers, we know them. We know them by their equipment covered in dust. We know them by their work ethic, where days off don't exist. We know them by the way they wave, passing strangers alike on a 2-lane road. We know them in the midst of our kitchen as we prepare another family meal. In Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. The Iowa corn farmers are proud to be on the sidelines for the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Texting while driving is a very dangerous form of distracted driving. Drivers who use handheld devices while driving are 4 times as likely to get into crashes that can injure themselves or others. Drivers of all ages simply don't realize the dangers that are posed when they take their eyes and minds off the road. Everyone needs to do their part. Help save lives. Don't text and drive. This message is brought to you by the Iowa Department of Public Safety, the Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, and your local law enforcement.
Caitlin Clark has 22 of Iowa's 44, in large part due to 12 out of 12 from the free throw line. Northwestern has outscored the Hawkeyes 13-8 in the quarter. And Sonato.
Wonder how many more lead changes we're going to have.
Been 6 already. And how even it's been. Iowa's led for 12-28. Northwestern for 11-17. Iowa basketball. Clark will throw it in just left the Iowa basket right in front of us. Lob out to Kate Martin to set things up. Keeps that right-handed dribble going. Pushes the ball to Marshall. Now an attempted pass into O'Grady. And it's knocked away by Shaw and dug up by Northwestern. And long jumper is up and no good by Daly. A rare miss for her. Burton now for 3. Top of the key, no. And Clark with the rebound. Fires the ball down to Taiwo. Saves it from going out of bounds to O'Grady. Spins and misses the left-handed layup. Made a nice move, just a little bit strong on the shot.
It's the second time there was a nice save by a Hawkeye and just couldn't get the finish on the shot.
Northwestern up by 3 with the ball. Burton to the right. Gets it back from Brown. And now Burton drives. Kicks it back out to Daly, and she squares up and knocks it down from 17 straight away. Daly with 16.
Daly shot 13 shots. She has by far shot the most for the team today, but she's also hit 8 of them.
And Caitlin Clark answers with a big-time 3.
And that's her first 3 of the day. She's 1 of 5 right now from three-point line. Hopefully this is an opening, right, that keeps her going.
And has 25. Hawks down 2. 49-47, Northwestern with the ball. Burton pulls from 17, rimming, and it goes. Burton with 15, her first basket in the quarter. Here's Taiwo. Dribbles in from the right wing. Gets it into O'Grady, left block. Bounce past Kate Martin, layup, good. Beautiful pass by Addie O'Grady.
Oh, it just makes me so giddy when I get to see nice basketball moves like that. Just a hard cut by her, a nice drop pass from O'Grady to Martin. Oh, Perfect.
Gets the crowd into it. Burton drives in traffic, lays it up and in, and is fouled. Hawkeyes unable to stop that penetration the last couple of times by the likes of Burton and Shaw.
They're just not getting back into a good defensive position. They're weak side position, on ball position, just nothing's really flowing for them on the defensive end like it was in the first half.
Rainey coming in after the free throw to give Burton a breather. Free throw, good. So Burton will sit down with 18.
All checking in for Iowa, as well as McKenna Warnock.
54-49. Northwestern on top. Sonato gets the ball deep, goes up and finishes, and is hacked by Courtney Shaw.
The transition offense is great for the Hawkeyes right now. Keep going, keep pushing. Northwestern is not able to keep up with them when they're able to push the ball and make things happen.
And really an ill-advised foul by Shaw, because Monica had a easy layup, but will take it. And Sonato drills the free throw, has 14, and the Hawks pull to within 2. 2:25 left to go in the third quarter. On the move is Mott down the left side, and she'll pull up from 10 and drain it. Paige Mott, her first basket. Clark quickly down court. Gets it to Warnock in between the circles. Now Taiwo reverses it to Feuerbach. Now Clark. Caitlin pulls up her dribble. Taiwo for 3, short. But Warnock the rebound and then dribbles it out. And then has it taken away by the quick hands of Kayla Rainey. She dribbles all the way in, and her floater is up and no good. But a foul on Feuerbach.
That is her second. Team
Hartman back for Northwestern. Mott will sit down, and Rainey at the free throw line. Hey, Hawkeyes, is your small business ready for a big promotion? To support and celebrate small businesses, United Healthcare is teaming up with Hawkeye Athletics for a Spotlight on Small Business sweepstakes. Winners receive radio promotions, social media recognition, and more. To enter, visit HawkeyeSports.com/UHC. United Healthcare, proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Second free throw is good. 1 out of 2 for Rainey. And it's 57-52 Northwestern. Hawks led by 2 at the half. Here's Clark. She'll pull from 3, rimming no. Missed it from the top of the key. Sonato goes after the rebound, grabs it. She's tied up. Northwestern basketball.
Iowa's field goal percentage for this half is just 40% and 17% from the three-point line. So not their best shooting. The fact that they're still just 5 points behind Northwestern is actually kind of a grace for them.
Marshall for Taiwo. So Warnock, Marshall, Feuerbach, Sonato, Clark, the 5. Northwestern with the ball in the lead. 57-52, 1:18 left to go, third quarter. Hawks need to finish the quarter strong. Brown to Burton. Playing catch, now back to Burton from Brown. Three-pointer, left iron, no. Warnock the rebound. Gets it to Caitlin Clark. Rainey on her. Clark with contact, but gets it to Warnock. Lob pass inside Sonato, and she is fouled by Brown.
Good ball movement, looking inside, keeping the ball moving when there was a little bit of chaos happening up top.
That is her third personal foul.
That's 3 on Jillian Brown. Sonato at the free throw line. First one is perfect. Monica with 15. She had 9 at the half. For Melanie Daly, this is a season high for her. As Sonano makes it, has 16. Daly with 16. Also a career high. Previous was against Texas A&M back in November.
Should be a couple of possessions left in this quarter.
And she's just a freshman, is Daly. 57-54, Northwestern by 3. Long three-pointer is good by Jillian Brown from the left wing. Hawks can hold. Just 1 second between shot clock and game clock. 17 and 18. Here's Clark in between the circles. Warnock comes out. Clark turns the corner, goes up, shot is good. She looked off the shot, froze the defense, and then laid it up and in. Half-court attempt, nothing for Rainey.
Double pump fake, it was just pretty, that was an amazing little play by her.
How about the hang time in the air?
I mean, it was Jordan era hang time. That's what it felt like to me.
And much needed. Pulls the Hawks to within 4 at 62-56 after 3.
You don't see that 90s era hang time anymore, do you?
No, you don't. We do now. In business, Mid-American Energy can help you save energy and add to your bottom line. Visit midamericanenergy.com to learn more. Well, no surprise, we've got a tight one with Iowa and Northwestern. We'll head to the 4th. Wildcats 60, the Hawkeyes 56. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer, beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
The next time you visit Eastern Iowa, check out the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, Bachmeyer Carpet One, Floor and Home, Klosterman Construction, and the Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel, named Iowa Tourism's 2021 Hotel of the Year and awarded the AAA 4 Diamond Award for lodging. To make reservations, visit thehotelatkirkwood.com or call 877-751-5111 for more information.
Get your free COVID-19 vaccine at Hy-Vee. Go to Hy-Vee.com/mypharmacy to schedule an appointment. That's right, just go online and reserve your time. Getting your vaccine has never been easier. This is your shot to help protect yourself and your loved ones from the COVID-19 virus. Just go online to Hy-Vee.com/mypharmacy and schedule your COVID-19 vaccine. Don't delay. Make your appointment now.
Hawks with 26 points in the paint. Northwestern outscored Iowa in the third, 26-20. It's 60-56 Northwestern. Head to the 4th quarter.
Well, it should be a big 4th quarter for the Hawkeyes. Just down 4 points. Didn't have a good shooting quarter. So really, if they can just hit some shots, then they should have a great quarter for them.
Iowa 7 out of 16 in the third quarter, 43.8%, just 1 out of 6 from 3. Northwestern 11 of 17, shot 64-7. Lob pass inside. Kate Martin couldn't finish the alley-oop. Went from the left side to the right side. Rebound to Brown. She hustles down the court, gives it off to Burton, dribbles between her legs on the left wing. Now Rainey. Northwestern working the ball around the arc. 9 to shoot, just underway 4th quarter. Burton drives in, kicks it left side. Rainey fakes a 3, drives in, floater off the iron, no. But Mott gets the rebound. Kicks it out to Brown. Now inside to Mott, up strong, has it batted away by Warnock, but another offensive rebound. And the shot goes. And a push will be called on Kate Martin.
Weird.
Ball possession for Northwestern. They look inside. They get it inside to Brown. Up strong. Right block. No. Snano tips it out of bounds, and it will stay with Northwestern.
I mean, just a lot of opportunities for Northwestern right now.
The rebounding has been pretty tight, but now 10 offensive rebounds for the Wildcats. Here's Mott, 17 feet away, drives in, spins, left-handed shot, mid-range, and the paint is good. Mott with 4, 6'1" sophomore, averaging 5.2. Inside Marshall. She'll have to dribble it outside. It's on the right block. Clark to Warnock for 3, splashes it home. McKenna Warnock, after excellent ball rotation, gets her first basket since the second quarter.
And she's the best shooter at the three-point arc for the Hawkeyes right now. She's 3 of 3.
Yeah, looks most comfortable shooting the three-pointer. Along the baseline, up and under move is good by Shaw. Shaw working the baseline, has 9, 8 since the second quarter. Marshall for 3, long from the left wing. Rebound taken down by Courtney Shaw. Average is almost a double-double, 9 points and 9.9 rebounds. Rainey inside Mott, back to Rainey, flying toward the hoop. Layup, no. Warnock the rebound, 64-59. Wildcats on top. Marshall. Here's Clark in between the circles. Burton on her. Warnock for 3, left wing, no good. Mott with a rebound. Burton slows the pace for Northwestern. Angles right side. Now Rainey. Burton trying to get into the paint. Fakes right, goes left. Gets it off to Rainey. And now Brown drives in. The scoop shot is no good. And both teams go after the ball. Warnock, along with Brown, tied up. Possession arrow favors the Wildcats. 64-59 Northwestern. 7:07 left to go.
Checking in as well as Daly.
Northwestern gets it in. Driving is Daly and pulls up from 14 off the dribble and scores.
Man, Daly, the game of her life today.
Season high, career high. And the scouting report is she's very good off the dribble. Sonano up and under move with the left hand. That's an air ball, goes off of Kate Martin and out of bounds. Northwestern basketball, Taiwo back for the Hawks. 66-59, gotta be careful here.
I always just gotta make sure to, when the ball goes up on Northwestern's end, box them out. Box them out, that's it. And those second chance opportunities for them.
Burton drives down the left side of the lane. Good job by Marshall defensively. Has to kick it back out to Walsh. Now inside, Brown tries to whip a pass to Shaw, and it goes out of bounds. Miscommunication by Northwestern. Iowa basketball. Down 66-59. Clark with the ball, 27 points. That's 16 at intermission. Angles left side. Now to Marshall, fakes a 3. Back to Clark, inside Sonano, left-handed layup is good. Went to work on Walsh, who was on her back.
Great patience, Iowa looking in, passing across the top of the key, just being patient, looking for inside and Monica for that one.
Crowd urging on that defense. Here's Burton. And Marshall will be called for a foul against Burton.
Check that, it's first second.
Two on Marshall, ball possession for Northwestern. Walsh to Daly, working the right side of the floor. Now to Burton. Ball will be in her hands a lot. Marshall does a terrific job not letting her get into the paint. Brings it to the top of the key. 4 to shoot. Loses control of the ball. Dug up by Warnock. Now to Clark. Caitlin gets it to Taiwo for 3, right wing. No good. Tomey just has not been able to get the lid off that basket this year. That would have been a huge basket for the Hawkeyes. 66-61, Northwestern throws it away. Hawkeye defense has been very good.
Such good defense on that previous play. It was Marshall and Warnock. Warnock, instead of showing on the screen, realized that Burton had the lead, so she stayed with Burton, did a switch, which is not normally what they did, but then Marshall did a good read and helped out.
Inside, Sonato goes to work on the right block and a little bit strong on the shot. Rebound, Northwestern. Now Brown, jumper, no. Another rebound by Shaw. Back outside to Brown. She'll fire again, no good from three-point range. Iowa does get the rebound. Here's Clark. And Lisa Bluter, as you heard, wants timeout.
Both teams are just really struggling right now to score, but that means that Iowa is not able to close that 5-point gap.
4:45 left to go in the fourth. Northwestern 66, Iowa 61. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
There's a sense of pride that comes from the life of a farmer. How many people can say they have a famous tan named after them, or be known for their wave when they drive past neighbors and strangers alike on a 2-lane road? Whether it's a farmer's tan or the farmer's wave, we are proud to be known for a lot of things. We feel that pride every night at the dinner table, knowing we feed our family and yours. Iowa Corn is proud to be on the sidelines cheering on the Iowa Hawkeyes. In Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa.
It's a new season. Get ready for more men's and women's college sports excellence. Trophies will be awarded in June to schools who take the top spot in the 2021-22 Learfield Directors Cup. The premier award recognizes one winning institution in all competitive divisions. Follow your favorite team's progress as seasonal standings are announced at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at directorscup.org. The crowning achievement in college athletics.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Game.
66-61, Northwestern, 4:45 left to go in the fourth. And we know that Iowa grows a lot of corn, but in reality, corn grows Iowa. Corn grows our livestock, our economy, and our athletes. Put on your best face for the Iowa Corn Camp. Follow Iowa Corn on Facebook to be corn-fed. Now, Jamie, we're getting to the point where every possession is going to be critical as Iowa tries to somehow get the lead here with just 4:45 left to go, and Northwestern has slowed the pace.
Yep.
And with their ability to rebound, that's a pretty good combination. 14 offensive rebounds for Northwestern to Iowa's 5. Now have out-rebounded the Hawks 37-27.
Yeah, I was just a couple of three-pointers out of this game, really, right? So if they can just get one to go down, you'll feel that pressure that gets built on Northwestern.
5
right
of
there.
21 from 3.
Man, if they can just get one to go down. Neither team is shooting very well, though. 5 of 20 is Northwestern from the three-point line, and Iowa's 5 of 21.
And Northwestern 43-3, Iowa 41-7 for the contest. But anybody's ball game. And part of that is because defense has been very good. Warnock for 3, a little bit short. Burton hustles after the rebound. Free throw line extended right. Now brings it up top. Ball is going to be in her hands a lot coming down the stretch. Gets into the paint. Floater up short. Hawks got a board, and it goes out of bounds. Touched last by Northwestern. And we've got another timeout on the court. And it's time to get into the game, Hawk fans, because when your team scores, your town wins. Text Iowa to 97063 now to nominate your town to receive proceeds from Wellmark's three-point play program. Money raised from each Iowa three-pointer is put toward community health projects like parks, playgrounds, and trails. It's all thanks to your local health insurance provider, Wellmark, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Iowa. 4:16 left to go. Northwestern 66, Iowa 61. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Are you looking to downsize from your family home to begin your retirement years? Our Oak Knoll East campus is for you. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director at Oak Knoll. Our new campus has many unique amenities for your active lifestyle, in addition to providing the same great services that Oak Knoll has offered our residents for over 50 years. We're now open and have a few two-bedroom apartments still available. Call me at 319-351-1720 or visit oakknoll.com to set up your personal tour. Go Hawks!
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer, beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
Rob Brooks and Jamie K.V. Lang, courtside, Carver Hawkeye Arena. This is what Big Ten basketball is all about. Night in and night out, coming down the stretch. Northwestern 66, Iowa 61. 4:16 left to go. Every possession critical.
Oh, if they can just get some shots to go down, and you know that's what Coach Bluter is thinking every time a shot. Come on. Come on. This is just what they're used to doing. They're ready to hit them always. And all it takes is a little spark. That's something that any basketball player knows. Just one little spark, one little person to spur some type of run, and Iowa's right back in it.
The Hawks are right there. Anybody's basketball game. And Iowa will have the ball after the jump ball.
Both teams have 3 timeouts each, so you'll most likely hear about some timeouts in the next 4 minutes.
Marshall, cross-court pass to Taiwo. Looks inside to Sonano, and the pass is intercepted by Shaw as she fronted Sonano that time. Pass needed to be more toward the baseline. 66-61. Here's a jumper, Daly straight away from 18, no. And the rebound taken down by McKenna Warnock. Warnock with 7 boards. Marshall gets it to Warnock. Three-pointer is good.
It is.
McKenna Warnock, a big-time 3 just right at the top of the key.
And she is who you want to see. She kept shooting. She missed the last 2, kept going. 4 out of 6 from the three-point arc. Of course you need to keep shooting.
And a high five from Caitlin Clark. 30-second timeout taken by Joe McEwen. And now it will go to a full timeout taken by Northwestern. Hawks pull to within 2.
Whoa. Again, this is the fun of the game. This is the fun of the game right here. Just kind of felt a little bit of weight on the Hawkeyes, and all it takes is that one shot, and that was coming from McKenna Warnock. I think she is the right person to be shooting right now. Keep letting her shoot. She should be
4 of 6 from 3.
She's the main look, I think, for the Hawkeyes, her and Clark.
And she's been open. They've sagged it away from her, but the Hawkeyes have done a good job moving the basketball side to side.
And keep fighting. I want Sonano to keep fighting in there, but right now they've switched to fronting her. And so that means there's someone fronting her and then someone focusing on the weak side. That's great. That means that people on the outside are going to be open, and that's okay. So keep looking into Sonano, but don't force it. Move the ball around and take whatever's open.
Yep, just got to watch the turnovers. Hawkeyes have 14 pairs with the ball tonight. 11 for Northwestern. So not a bad number.
No. They didn't start off well, so I think that actually that number is not bad at all. Iowa's doing a great job right now. Actually, Northwestern is the one who's had the most turnovers this quarter.
And the Wildcats with the basketball up 2. 3:18 left to go. Daly. Here's Shaw. Everything outside the arc right now. Burton. And a illegal screen will be called on Paige Mott. Hawks can take the lead with a 3.
Mott has a lot of illegal screens, and Marshall does a great job of drawing them out because she does such a good job bodying, and then players are trying to put some type of screen on, it draws that foul.
Here's Warnock, gets it inside. Sonato, left-handed layup off the window, and Sonato has 20. We're tied at 66.
Great posting by Sonato, and there it is. Couple of shots, 7-0 run for the Hawks.
Here's Burton, angles left. Wanted a step-back shot, but passed it up to Shaw. Now Daly has to pull it back. 9 to shoot. Martin comes out on her. Daly angles left, goes all the way to the rim. Scoop shot, no. Sonato the rebound. Ahead to Caitlin Clark. Probes the middle, now kicks it back out. Inside Sonato, she's doubled. Marshall thought about a three-pointer and then had it taken away. Quick hands of Veronica Burton, left-handed layup good. Another costly turnover for the Hawks. 68-66, we're under 2. Northwestern with the lead. Marshall to Warnock. Now to Marshall, left side. Lob pass to Warnock, off her right hand and out of bounds.
I mean, that's not a pass that they normally make. Probably not the best decision for a
tough
pass
angle.
right there.
Going from the left side, across the lane, down to the right block.
So they're going to need a stop. They're going to need a stop so that they can keep it within a one-possession game.
Hawks down 2, 68-66. Northwestern with the ball. Trying to deny Burton, but she does get the ball. Marshall out on her. Burton angles right side. Now kicks it off to Walsh for 3. Long. Rebound Warnock. Here's Clark for 3. Top of the key. A little bit long, and the rebound to Daly. And Northwestern will slow. Burton across the timeline. Up 2, 1 minute left.
And they're at this point, they can't foul.
Burton, a 90% free throw shooter. And now a foul will be called on Marshall. Went after the steal. Contact.
They're calling a foul on Marshall, but I wouldn't be surprised if they're going to review to make sure that Burton did, in fact, intentionally elbow.
Yep, she swung after the foul was called. I don't think they'll get anything out of that. But take a look, 68-66. Northwestern on top, 54.2 left to go. Both teams 1-0 in the conference. Iowa with a victory over Michigan State.
Just a one-possession game still for the Hawks. So even if that's going to, that foul, that isn't going to bring her to the line yet. So that's the thing. These fouls, Iowa can still foul a couple times, play some hard defense, but really we're getting close to a time where we don't want to waste a lot of time. So Iowa's going to either have to go after them and try to foul, get them to the line, or they're just going to have to try and play hard defense, but for a full 20 seconds.
And Northwestern as a team, just a little bit over 70% from the free throw line. Officials are looking at that play. See if there was anything malicious there with Veronica Burton.
Still reviewing. Got to see if they can find the right angle. So the nice thing is this is an extended timeout, really, for Iowa to come up with a game plan. Coach Bluter is going to try to control the clock on her end. She still has 3 timeouts, so she needs to save time.
And Northwestern down to 1 or 2. So Iowa 3 timeouts. Northwestern has 2 left. 54.2. Hawks down 2.
If Northwestern hits it, you'll hear Coach Bluter doing her classic timeouts to try to advance the ball up the court.
So Northwestern will have the ball along the side. 20 on the shot clock, 54-2 on the game clock. Brown looks, and a couple players hit the deck, and Kate Martin picks up her 3rd. They'll make that 4 now on Kate Martin.
Yikes. But again, Iowa's going to have to foul right away. Save the clock.
And Burton will hold it. Marshall out on her. Uses a Shaw screen and goes to the right side. Warnock comes out and all the way to the basket, and a foul will be called on the Hawkeyes. Burton with that quick first step will shoot 2.
Well, that's frustrating right there with 6 seconds to go and you have a foul. That's not what you want to have happen. There you're just going to want to try to let her see if she makes it at that point.
And now Warnock with 4. Burton at the line, first one, perfect. Veronica Burton with 21.
And she's 7 of 8 from the free throw line so far.
Second one, got it. That one just climbed over the front of the rim. And Iowa will take timeout to advance the ball.
Yep.
Down 4.
2 possessions. Iowa has to have, so when we say that, by the way, if you're not familiar with that lingo, 2 possessions, meaning Iowa will need 2 possessions of the basketball to come back into playing winning or tying at this point.
And if you're Northwestern, you know that Veronica Burton's going to have the ball.
Oh, yes.
And a 90% free throw shooter.
And Coach Bluter might have them come out in some type of full court press. At this point in the season, they should have something in place where they could come out and say, hey, if we make it, we are in face guard or whatever they might be in. And those are the mental shifts you have to make as a player at this point in the game, too. Okay, if it goes in, even though this is something we normally do, we need to apply it.
The Hawks need a hoop here. Martin will get it in. Now Clark. Bounce pass to Sonano, and it's stolen away by Veronica Burton there again. And then Clark commits her 2nd foul. Good play ran, but Burton just right there defensively.
She knew the pass was going back.
How many
Monica
steals
Sonano.
is that tonight for her?
For Burton, that is going to be, she's at unbelievably 8.
Yeah.
8.
At 5 at the half and makes the free throw.
And I mean, she just read that. It's like she was in the huddle.
Second one, perfect. 24 for Burton. Hawks again. Call timeout, down 72-66 with 35.8 left to go. Now you need a lot of things to go right.
Well, there's 35 seconds, which is a lot, but really Iowa only has 1 timeout, so it's not as much as you think it might be in some scenarios. You would have to think they're going to go for a 3, but also Bluter might just have them go for a quick drive and shot, but that didn't go well this last time, so maybe just go for the 3. Really, from 3-point land to you're not increasing your percentages by a lot right now, so may as well just go for it.
Starting 5 out on the floor for the Hawkeyes. Martin, Warnock, Sonano, Marshall, Clark. Here we go. Martin looks along the sideline, gets it into Clark. Turnaround 3-pointers and air ball. And Daly comes down with a rebound.
really good job by Kate Martin to foul right away on that. Went after the ball. Yes, she got a foul, or she got her 5th foul just now, but that doesn't matter.
Got to get that clock stopped.
Yep, got to stop the clock. So that's a really good, smart decision by her to get after the ball right away. Also to get after the ball when it's not in Burton's hands.
So Martin will sit down with 2 points tonight. Daly drills the free throw.
And that turns it into a 3-possession game.
With 31 seconds.
So you just want the fastest shot. It's you versus the clock at this point.
Second one also good. Daly with 20.
Push it up the court, get a fast shot.
And Clark. Top of the key jumper, rattles around, no. And Daly with a rebound, Warnock the foul, and that will do it for the Hawkeyes.
But good fast shot by Clark, I will say.
Had to get it up.
And it
Absolutely.
almost it was an in and out just there on that shot. It was a very good first, very quick shot.
Long 2. Feuerbach comes in for McKenna. Warnock fouled out with 14. But did shoot the 3-ball well. So Daly back at the free throw line. Swishes the first.
I mean, McKenna was the only person who could shoot the 3-ball today.
Second one also good. Northwestern has done a terrific job at the free throw line. Down the stretch, 76-66. Clark all the way to the bucket. Shot is up and good in the paint, and she's fouled.
And that's going to be it's going to be an 8-point game. So if she makes it, it turns it into a 7-point game.
Timeout.
Northwestern takes that timeout to try to protect the ball and move it up the court. I don't know. In my head, I wonder if it would have made more sense to probably impound the ball and just
get it
draw
in quickly.
a foul.
Yeah.
Now Iowa has a chance to discuss their defensive strategies. So this is a win for hopefully Iowa that they can talk about. Hey, what can we do on the defensive end? At this point, if they fouled, I mean, it's not really going to help them. So really, they should be looking for a steal, face guarding, getting a 5-second call, a turnover that way, force Northwestern to take another timeout.
Both teams have 1 timeout left. 76-69. 17 seconds left in the ballgame. Northwestern will inbounds right in front of its bench and gets it right to Burton, who holds it and is fouled by Gabby Marshall. These two teams will meet again in Evanston later on this month on the 27th.
A big difference today from what Iowa's seen in other games is they usually have like a good third quarter or something like that, but they didn't have a quarter where they really had this one that like carried them, right? Gave them that oomph.
Second quarter, there were signs of that. Burton finally misses a free throw and makes the second. So she has 25.
And that's going to be an 8-point game right now that Iowa needs to try to combat with 15 seconds to go. I would guess they'll go for a shot. If it goes in, you gotta go for the steal. They've just got to be going for a steal and a face guard.
Veronica Burton career high against Clemson last December, 32. So she has 25, and Daly a career high 22. So that's 47 of the 77 Northwestern points.
And Iowa has Clark with 30 and Sonata with 20. There's
right,
50
so 50 of Iowa's 69. No bench points tonight.
Martin. Nope, she's not bench. No, you're right. No bench points. Should never doubt you, Rob.
Well, you can doubt me. Hawks basketball. Feuerbach gets it into Clark. Caitlin spins, now back to Kylie, and that's an air ball 3.
Iowa should just let the ball get inbounded and be done, and that will be the game.
No reason to foul now. And Veronica Burton will dribble this one out. And the Northwestern Wildcats defeat the Iowa Hawkeyes 77-69. Tough home loss for the Hawkeyes. Fall to 7-4. And Northwestern pushes its record to 10-3. Iowa now 1-1 in the Big Ten. Northwestern 2-0. We'll be back to wrap up the ball game from Carver Hawkeye Arena. Final score once again: Northwestern 77, Iowa 69. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
MidAmerican Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer, beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
Texting while driving is a very dangerous form of distracted driving. Drivers who use handheld devices while driving are 4 times as likely to get into crashes that can injure themselves or others. Drivers of all ages simply don't realize the dangers that are posed when they take their eyes and minds off the road. Everyone needs to do their part. Help save lives. Don't text and drive. This message is brought to you by the Iowa Department of Public Safety, the Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, and your local law enforcement.
Are you looking to downsize from your family home to begin your retirement years? Our Oak Knoll East campus is for you. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director at Oak Knoll. Our new campus has many unique amenities for your active lifestyle, in addition to providing the same great services that Oak Knoll has offered our residents for over 50 years. We're now open and have a few 2-bedroom apartments still available. Call me at 319-351-1720 or visit oakknoll.com to set up your personal tour. Go Hawks!
Welcome back to Carver Hawkeye Arena. Tough loss for the Hawkeyes tonight. Northwestern defeats Iowa 77-69, outscoring the Hawkeyes 17-13 in the fourth quarter. And Jamie, Iowa just couldn't get any runs going. A little bit in the second quarter, but not much in the third, not much in the fourth. They were right there.
Yeah.
Had a chance to win the game. But credit Northwestern, they made the plays down the stretch.
They did. And, they are a good defensive team, and Iowa did not shoot well from the three-point arc, and you can credit that to Northwestern. You can say Iowa had a bad shooting night. Whatever it is, the fact remains that Iowa only shot 23% from the three-point arc, and I think that is one of the biggest things that hurt them today. Additionally, although Northwestern only had 11 second-chance points, I feel like they had 25 second-chance points because it is deflating when there's that many offensive rebounds and there's times where you're on defense for a minute straight. And I do think that that's something that's going to be weighing on them, and that's weighing on you as a player when you're in the game. So I do think that that was a huge one for the Hawks today, was just the inability to box out and limit those second-chance opportunities.
For Northwestern, and you'll go over the individual numbers here, but that line for Veronica Burton is about as good as it's going to get.
I mean, it sounds like you're talking about Caitlin Clark when you talk about her line.
Right.
She's 6 of 13 from the field, 2 of 6 from the three-point arc, 11 of 13 from free throw, 6 rebounds, and then 6 assists and 8 steals. Yeah, it really sounds, and only 1 turnover. It sounds like Clark right there. But no, that's Veronica Burton. And people have been talking about the fact that she's been overlooked, right? That there hasn't been much talk about her, but I'm guessing this will be one of those games where it's going to propel her to be somebody that people are having conversations about in the really good basketball player realm.
Before we get Iowa men in action tonight, halftime from the Kohl Center in Madison. Wisconsin leads the Hawkeyes 45-32. So Iowa will have to do some damage in the second half. Hawkeyes couldn't get that done here, but one real positive, Jamie, 17 out of 17 from the free throw line.
Yeah, I mean, you got to take some wins when you can, when you actually have a loss. So great job shooting from the free throw line, although only 2 players actually shot from the free throw line for the Hawkeyes. And that's one of them is Caitlin Clark. She was 13 of 13 from the free throw line. Monica Sonato being the other with 4 of 4. Actually, 2 of those, I believe, were 3-point plays. So she went to the line 3 times. Looking at all of the stats, 3 players in double figures for the Hawkeyes. Caitlin Clark with 30, Monica Sonato with 20, and McKenna Warnock with 14. And looking at the rest of Clark's stat line, just like we did Veronica Burton's, Clark ended the game leading with assists, with 5 assists, 1 steal, and 2 blocks for the game. She threw in 3 rebounds. Leading the way for the Hawkeyes for the rebounds, McKenna Warnock with 8 rebounds. Only 2 other Hawkeyes actually scored for the Hawkeyes. One of those was Gabby Marshall with 3 points, and Kate Martin with 2 points. Assists for the Hawkeyes were down today, just 15 assists as a team, normally in the 20s. So that is a big difference. Also, the turnovers were a bit high for Iowa today with 18 turnovers as a team. Credit that to Northwestern, though, because they had 12 steals as a team. So a lot of those were forced turnovers from Northwestern, active ones by them. Rebounds, Iowa did not win the rebounding war. They had 31 rebounds. Compare that to Northwestern's 42. I mean, that is a substantial number, and a lot of those being offensive because Northwestern had 14 offensive rebounds compared to Iowa's 5 offensive rebounds. Shooting today just wasn't the Hawkeyes thing, but it wasn't for Northwestern. They almost have identical field goal percentage percentages. 41% for Northwestern, Iowa 41%. Well, 41.5 for Northwestern, 41.1 for Iowa. For Northwestern's three-point shooting, 23.8. Iowa's 23.1. I mean, really, percentage-wise, they were almost equal, and that's when it comes down to how many opportunities did you get, right?
Yeah, 65 shots versus 56.
Yep, that's it. That's all it came down to. They had more opportunities. This is when people say, like, rebounding or defense wins championships. Here it was rebounding. That's it. That's what won this game today, is just the number of opportunities they got. Although 11 doesn't seem like a lot, that was the difference today for them.
Hawkeyes lose it to the Northwestern Wildcats 77-69, and we'll head on the road this weekend to take on a very good Nebraska team, as Nebraska, maybe one of the surprises of the league, at 13-1, 2-1 in the Big Ten, and a perfect 9-0 at home. That is a Sunday afternoon contest, 1 o'clock tip. We'll be on the air at 12:45. Northwestern 77. Iowa 69-30 from Clark, 20 from Sonato, 25 from Veronica Burton for the Wildcats, and a career-high 22 for the freshman Melanie Daly. We'll be back with more post-game from Carver Hawkeye. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Texting while driving is a very dangerous form of distracted driving. Drivers who use handheld devices while driving are 4 times as likely to get into crashes that can injure themselves or others. Drivers of all ages simply don't realize the dangers that are posed when they take their eyes and minds off the road. Everyone needs to do their part. Help save lives. Don't text and drive. This message is brought to you by the Iowa Department of Public Safety, the Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, and your local law enforcement.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
The next time you visit Eastern Iowa, check out the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, Bachmeyer Carpet One, Floor and Home, Klosterman Construction, and the Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel, named Iowa Tourism's 2021 Hotel of the Year and awarded the AAA 4 Diamond Award for lodging. To make reservations, visit thehotelatkirkwood.com or call 877-751-5111 for more information.
Northwestern outscores the Hawkeyes in the fourth quarter 17-13, and the Wildcats win it in Carver Hawkeye Arena 77-69. Northwestern been on COVID pause for the last couple of weeks, have not played a basketball game since the 17th of December, so you're always kind of curious how you're going to play, having not competed since then. And Northwestern played like Northwestern plays. Very good defense, attacks you on the glass, and able to win on the road. And the Hawkeyes usually handle the Wildcats here, but we'll have a chance to return to Evanston later on this month and take on the Wildcats on the 27th of January. And outside of the 17 out of 17 from the free throw line, which has been great. And as you pointed out, Jamie, Caitlin Clark, 13 of 13, Monica Sonano, 4 of 4. You talk about the pause Northwestern was on, and of course Iowa's had a kind of a back and forth season as far as a lot of pauses. You throw in the Christmas break there, and I know it's happening to a lot of teams throughout the country, but it just seems like it's hard to get 3 games in a week and get some rhythm. Iowa at 7-4 has only played 11 basketball games, and here we are second week in January.
Yeah, people think that, I think people are like, well, it's nice they have this extra break, but it's not. Like, mentally, you're not used to that as a player. You're used to playing a game, having a couple of practices, playing a game, having a couple of practices, and you get into a rhythm. And if you played the previous years, then you're definitely used to that rhythm. The only bright light here to the COVID pause that's happened, and the extended one for the Warnock and Sonano were out for extended COVID protocols. They came in and did great today. They had a fabulous game. They didn't miss a beat. They actually contributed really well, basically having all of the rebounds for Iowa, Monica having 6 and 8 coming from McKenna Warnock, and then 20 points from Sonano and 14 points from Warnock. So they came in and they contributed really well, so I have to give them a little credit because it's not easy to come back after having to sit out.
No, that's the good news, that they were able to log pretty hefty minutes, too. A little bit of foul trouble on both Monica and McKenna, 27:07 minute-wise for Sonano, and for McKenna Warnock, 29 minutes and 39 seconds. And McKenna shot the ball very well, 4 out of 6 from three-point range, and tallied 14 points, and was the third leading scorer behind Clark with 30 and Monica Sonano with 20. Raina Harmon, assistant coach for the Hawks, joins us here after the game, and that's a tough one to take, Coach. It was anybody's ball game there last 3 or 4 minutes, but give credit where credit's due. Northwestern made some plays and knocked down their free throws.
Yeah, they did. I mean, this is Big Ten basketball right here, right? And And hats off to them. I mean, they kind of just came out and really took it at us that second half. Got 14 offensive rebounds, were able to get to the free throw line a little bit more than we did tonight. And, when we're giving up that many O boards, plus not shooting a three ball that well, that doesn't make for a good mix.
Yeah, and you look at the numbers, everything is just about the same. And we were talking about, as you just mentioned, the 14 O boards. Well, that's 65 shots versus 56, and there's the difference.
There's a disparity right there, right? I mean, anytime, again, you can give up that many shots and then they're getting to the free throw line once, because, I mean, the first shot's not going in a ton, right? I mean, probably a low field goal percentage there, but we gave up just so many second and third opportunities to put them at the free throw line, and that's how they were able to just get, so many more shots. It's going to be tough sledding when you're getting outshot by that.
It seemed like in the second quarter, got that lead to 7, and then thought, okay, hey, can you get that to 10, get that to 12, get on a little bit of a run, and a little bit of a scoring drought there, and then Northwestern, fought back, and then 2-point game at the half, and then, as you mentioned, the second half, Northwestern won both the third and fourth quarters. But I thought at that stage of the game, okay, can you get this to double figures?
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, at that moment, that's when you kind of want to turn the game and take the wind out their sails a little bit. A few too many turnovers for us there in that second, and allowed them just to stay neck and neck with us again, get them getting to the free throw line, and us kind of just, slowing down and not really playing Iowa basketball, right? Maybe being, a little bit too pensive, and not really just attacking in that second quarter, I think. Maybe came back a little bit on us in the third and fourth.
Yeah, some, as you mentioned, costly turnovers down the stretch, too, when, you just feel like every possession you need to get points and just can't afford to have empty ones.
Yeah, and I thought, great looks, right? Right ideas, maybe just shorter passes down there in the stretch in that 2 minutes, and our crowd really had our back. We even tied it up right there, and we thought maybe we could take the lead. Had a great play drawn up. Player was open, just kind of a bad pass. And, I mean, kudos to Northwestern's defense. They're always a tough defensive team. They always, hold players under their averages, as a team. And so I thought they slid in there and got some extra steals and was able to capitalize for them on the other end.
Yeah, Veronica Burton, you have to give her a ton of credit. 11 of 13 from the free throw line. You knew the ball was going to be in her hands a lot down the stretch. 6 assists, but 8 steals.
8 steals, yeah. And, I mean, Veronica Burton's a nice player, and we knew that she's a nice player coming into this conference. You can't overlook her, but I mean, to watch her live and in person and just kind of being all over the place, wreaking havoc, getting out in the passing lane, leading it to 2 open points, down the floor with some run-out layups, that was tough for us tonight.
Yeah, in 37 minutes.
Yeah.
It didn't need a lot of break, but 17 out of 17 from the free throw line. Caitlin Clark, 13 of those.
Yeah, which is good to see, right? I mean, you see Caitlin goes 1 for 8 from the 3, and she'll continue to work on that. Caitlin's a great shooter, and I think we're all just kind of in a shooting slump right now, and that'll turn. That'll turn as time goes, and we continue to practice together as a team, which we haven't had many of them in the last month. But it is good to see her being able to draw fouls like she did and be able to knock all of them down. And I thought, we shot, like you said, 17 for 17, didn't miss a free throw there.
And 32 points in the paint.
Yeah, that's always good. I mean, I thought Monica, she came out and when you gave her some good minutes and, held her end of the scoring percentage down there. We just got to get us to when our shots aren't falling, maybe looking to drive a little bit, having some other players draw some fouls as well.
And it's so early, too, and you just don't want anybody to get down because there's a ton of basketball left.
Yeah, I mean, again, this is Big Ten basketball, right? We're sitting at 1-1, super early. We're going to keep grinding away. We know we have Nebraska coming up, and they're hot right now, but it's all right. We can go in there and take one from them.
All right, Raina, well, get back to work. I'm sure there's plenty to do tonight, huh?
You got that right. Go Hawks.
All right. Raina Harmon here on the post-game show. Comments from her. Appreciate her time after tonight's unfortunate loss to Northwestern. Hawks don't lose in this building very often, but Northwestern able to grab the victory tonight, 77-69. And talked about the offensive rebounding and the extra opportunities that Northwestern got because of that. Really the difference in the ballgame. We'll be back with more postgame from Carver Hawkeye. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
Anything can happen when the Cyclones and Hawkeyes come to compete. It's where the rubber meets the road. Neighbors become rivals and friends become foes. Some go home broken-hearted, while others are victorious. When the dust finally settles, one thing stands true. No matter which side you're on, you're part of tradition. For those who are Iowan through and through, we're Iowa Corn, a proud sponsor of the Iowa Corn Cy-Hawk Series. In Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Draft Day Sports Lounge is the ultimate place to watch the game, have some fun, and show off your golfing skills with Topgolf Swing Suite. Topgolf Swing Suite in Draft Day delivers a one-of-a-kind simulation that's fun for golfers and non-golfers alike. Pair that with Draft Day's retro games, local craft beers, and delicious menu, and you have a winning pair. Riverside Casino and Golf Resort, home of the new Draft Day Sports Lounge and Topgolf Swing Suite, just minutes south of Iowa City.
This is John.
Hey, my name is John Jackson.
He's not some actor. He's a steward of the land with a John Deere 3 Series tractor and a PTO Quick Connect that hooks up rear implements with a single click. John runs with us because to him, there's nothing more important than connecting with the land. Nothing runs like a Deere. Hear John's story at Deere.com.
Stop by your local John Deere dealer for a test drive today or learn more at Deere.com. Your Iowa John Deere dealers, proud sponsors of Hawkeye basketball.
Hawks fall to Northwestern, 77-69, despite 30 from Caitlin Clark and 20 and 6 boards from Monica Sonato. Coming up on the postgame show, we'll have our plays of the game. But right now, let's head to the Iowa locker room. Jamie with Coach Lisa Bluter.
Thanks, Rob. Here with Coach Bluter. Tough team, tough game tonight. Take me through the game from your eyes.
Yeah, I thought that our first quarter was really good. Second half, obviously, we are not shooting well from three-point range right now, and we just keep taking too many threes. I mean, our two-point shots, we shot 57% when you take out the three-point shots. We're shooting 23% from three and 57% from two, but yet we're still taking 26 threes in this game. So we've got to be smarter. 18 turnovers, not good, and just not boxing out. I mean, they have 9 more shots than we do because we don't box out. They get 35% of offensive rebounds. They got 9 more offensive rebounds than we did.
So how do you bounce back from this game right now? I know you're getting ready to go up against another tough team, right? This is a tough draw on the road against a good Nebraska team. Mm-hmm. What do? Do you talk about it a lot? Do you move on? What is currently what you're thinking about? It's okay if it changes later tonight.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, right now I'm not really sure. I'm just gonna get through the media conference and then go upstairs and watch some film and start talking about Nebraska. Nebraska's a very good basketball team, and they're playing very confidently and very well together. But we're just not quite there. I hope we'll get there. I really do. We usually get better as the season goes on. But this Northwestern team obviously played a lot better than we did today, and Joe did a great job coaching his team.
And your post did come in. They had a break, and then you never know when people have a break. Warnock and Sonano both did come in, contributed quite well, especially McKenna Warnock. She was your three-point shooter essentially today. How did that feel to at least have your post come in and have a pretty good game?
Yeah, I mean, McKenna also had 8 rebounds, so led us with rebounds in that category, and shot 4 for 6 from three-point range. So she was somebody that's shooting the ball well, and we need to look for those people that are shooting the ball well and get her more shot opportunities than 8, which is what she had.
Anything for these Hawk fans who are listening and watching the game today?
Well, the ones that came out, we just appreciate it because I know it was cold out there and it's going to be a cold drive home. And I really appreciate you coming out and supporting the team. I thought, it got loud in here. Man, when we tied it up with about a couple minutes to go, it got loud in here. It was really, really good. So we appreciate you, and don't lose faith. We will bounce back. We will get better.
All right. Thanks, Coach. Now here with McKenna Warnock. Not the outcome as a team that you wanted today, I know. But you did have a good game coming back and having a little bit of a break before that. How are things going in the locker room? How are you feeling?
This is a tough loss. 1-1 in the Big Ten isn't the end of the world. There's a lot of season left, a lot of Big Ten left. I think even last year we were kind of in this boat super early, and, we came out and we had a really good rest of the season. So I think people still have their heads up, and we're just ready to attack in Nebraska. So
looking at that road game coming up, what will you guys do to prepare for that, to try to get mentally ready to, face a pretty good Nebraska team on their court?
Yeah, I think overall we just need to work on our confidence individually as a team. We're all great players, and we're not shooting the ball from three as a team as well as we have in the past, and everyone's 100% capable of doing that. So I think just working on building each other's confidence these next couple of days will be really useful when we're at Nebraska on the road. So.
All right, and anything for those Hawk fans that were here tonight?
Yeah, thank you guys for showing out. It's really important, and you're doing amazing. And go Hawks.
Thank you.
Jamie, thank you very much. Great job from the Iowa locker room. Tough circumstances, but this team will bounce back. A ton of talent, and it will certainly show. 77-69 Northwestern. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
In Iowa, we grow corn, a lot of corn. We love seeing our farmers in the fields, and although they're perfect strangers, we know them. We know them by their equipment covered in dust. We know them by their work ethic, where days off don't exist. We know them by the way they wave, passing strangers alike on a two-lane road. We know them in the midst of our kitchen as we prepare another family meal. In Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. The Iowa corn farmers are proud to be on the sidelines for the Iowa Hawkeyes.
At MidAmerican Energy, we harvest the wind to provide you with clean, affordable energy. But did you know our commitment to wind energy also creates jobs and generates millions in local revenue? That's money your community can use to fix roads, support first responders, and improve schools. MidAmerican Energy's commitment to renewable energy delivers positive results for our state. And it's one more way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
The next time you visit Eastern Iowa, check out the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Bachmeyer Carpet One Floor and Home. Hire, sell a home? Contact the Jill Armstrong team for all your real estate needs. Call 319-631-5455.
College sports fans now have access to hundreds of weekly podcasts that zero in on the college sports world. Now available in the Varsity Podcast Network and part of the new Varsity app. The app is free and available from wherever you get your favorite apps. Download the Varsity app today to have access to hundreds of national podcasts as well as your favorite team-focused podcasts. The Varsity Podcast Network, now available for free on the Varsity app. Download from the App Store and listen today.
Caitlin Clark with 30, Monica Sonano 20, and the Hawks 17 out of 17 from the free throw line. Not enough tonight. Northwestern outscored Iowa in the third quarter 26-20 and 17-13 in the fourth, equals a 77-69 victory for the Wildcats. Let's listen in on some of tonight's top plays. Now Taiwo, Hawkeyes a little stagnant as we go under three. Kate Martin drives in, passes it off to Sonano. A terrific pass across the lane, and Sonano goes glass for two more.
Have those hands ready, put it up quickly.
Shaw drives in, kicks it inside to Hartman, lost control of the ball, dug it up, shot no, rebound, that's an air ball, and Clark has the ball with three. Marshall for three, right wing.
Oh, got it!
Here's Clark quickly. Down court, gets in the paint, reverses, fakes, goes up, and lays it in.
That was sick.
Just took Walsh to school and just froze it. And Caitlin Clark answers with a big-time three.
And that's her first three of the day. She's 1 of 5 right now from three-point line. Hopefully this is an opening, right, that keeps her going.
And has 25. Here's Taiwo. Dribbles in from the right wing. Gets it into O'Grady, left block. Bounce pass, Kate Martin. Layup, good. Beautiful pass by Addie O'Grady. Inside Marshall. She'll have to dribble it outside. Gets on the right block. Clark to Warnock for three. Splashes it home. McKenna Warnock, after excellent ball rotation, gets her first basket since the second quarter.
And she's the best shooter at the three-pointer.
And that she was, just not enough tonight. But McKenna Warnock, a lot to build on, 4 out of 6 from three-point range. And Jamie, I think what McKenna told you in the locker room is absolutely correct. The confidence of this team, I think, is key.
Oh, yeah. They can shoot threes. Coach Bluter knows they can shoot threes. They should know they can shoot threes. And then having that confidence and also understanding the game enough to know, do we keep shooting the threes right now too, right? Do you shoot yourself out of the slump, or do you find a different option? And I think that's what Coach Bluter is going to look back at, is say, who was hot? And like she said, McKenna Warnock. But McKenna didn't shoot it enough, right? And those are the things you look at afterwards and think, man, should have got her the ball more. And I think that's what they'll have a conversation about as a team.
Work on that the next couple of days in practice. Quick turnaround. Head to Lincoln, Nebraska on Saturday afternoon for a Sunday 1 o'clock contest. I watched Nebraska and Michigan the other night, and this is a good basketball team.
Oh, yeah. It'll be a good game. I mean, Iowa has their work cut out for them, but it could be that bounce-back game. And, on the road, you get an extra special little something there.
And Pinnacle Bank Arena, a really good place to play, and the Hawks played very well there last year.
Yeah, I think it's a very fun gym to play in. I call it a gym because it feels like a gym, right? It's an arena, but anything that feels a little bit tighter kind of makes me just think of like a gym.
And hopefully the Hawks can just get rid of this shooting woes and have one breakout game. I think that's all they need.
Yeah, I think they can do it. They can. They have all of the means to do it. The question is, can they get it all put in order before the game? And that's going to be the question, right? Can they get it back in order prior to Sunday?
We'll all find out on Sunday afternoon as Iowa will be at Nebraska. And that's a 1 o'clock tip in Lincoln. We'll be on the air. Hawkeye Radio Network, the Varsity app, YouTube, Hawkeye Radio Network. You join us 12:45 for the pregame show, 1 o'clock for the tip. Thanks to Jamie Cavey Lang for all of her outstanding work tonight. I wish we had better news, but Iowa loses to Northwestern 77-69, now 7-4 and 1-1, and the Wildcats push its record to 10-3, won 6 in a row, and 2-0 in the Big Ten. Iowa and Nebraska on Sunday. For now, final score once again, Northwestern 77, Iowa 69. Good night from Carver Hawkeye Arena.
Hawkeye women's basketball has been brought to you by Bud Light. It's for the fans. Hy-Vee, the official grocer partner of Iowa Hawkeyes basketball. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. The Iowa Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, who remind you to click it or ticket, day or night. University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. U.S. Bank, life keeps moving. We're here for every step. U.S. Bank, member FDIC. Iowa Lottery, win a warehouse stash or up to $100,000 in cash with the Iowa Lottery. And by Authentic Brand. Look authentic, feel authentic, be authentic. Get your game day gear online at authentic-brand.com. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Hawkeye Sports Network.